It is The Brink coming to you for an episode. We haven't spoken to you in a while, and a lot's happened in a while. Outside of some audio commentaries, we haven't had an episode, I think, since like June or July. And now we're here on the last day of 2024 for the last episode of 2024 and the last ever episode of The Brink. Oh, no, don't cry, it's okay. I'm sure both our listeners are sad that this show is still going and ending at the same time. You can be sad that it's going and ending at the same time. I have no idea what I'm saying, but this is it. This is the last ever episode of The Brink, bringing you our annual episode, the best of the year, the best of 2024, where we, of course, not only bring you all the best bits from this very program, even though, admittedly, there hasn't been a lot to happen this year, but also best bits of all of our sister shows, as it's a bit of a transition period in the life of The Brink and the Oz Network and all these other shows that we've had so many going on for so long that, of course, we made the decision this year to pull the plug on the majority of the pods and only keep 2 of them going. So that means that as of 2025, if you enjoy my voice, Colin's voice, Noah's voice, any of the other voices that are within the umbrella of our family, that you will need to stay up to date with only Double Oz 7 and Off the Podium. They are the only 2 that will be continuing moving forward. The Brink is dead. The Oz Network is dead. Your Oz Vision is dead. Australian Survivor Archives, well, it's technically not dead. That's just dormant and probably will emerge at one point in the future. But for now, it's dead. But it's a sad time. I think it just comes down to the fact that, particularly in my life, it's a bit of an effort to do these, and sort of at the end of the day, the passion for the majority of them is gone. And unfortunately, that just means that we feel like it's just a bit of a chore doing them. So we're ultimately keeping the 2 that we enjoy the most, being Off the Podium and Double Oz 7. We get a lot of engagement on those pods, and we enjoy sort of the content we're putting out with those shows. So those were the easy 2 for us to continue doing. But obviously with this show, the Oz Network, Your Oz Vision, sadly no longer continuing. It's a bit of a sad one here for The Brink, because obviously we've continued this on in some form, I guess, from the old days of when we were The Brink on Edge Radio, of course. And that 20 years ago this year that we did start on that program, at least in some capacity, with our debut back on EC Schoolies back in 2004. We ended that on air on Edge Radio, of course, in 2015, and therefore transitioned into a podcast in 2016, where we've been sort of sporadically continuing really for the last 8 or so years. We never knew where this would go or how it would work out, and obviously it's never been a massive pod, and we've had a very small listenership base, but we've enjoyed being able to put some level of content out there, speaking to some good friends on this podcast, bringing other guests. I mean, we had the Bacon brothers on here, for goodness sake, Kevin Bacon on this podcast essentially after all of that, but it's been a ride. It's been fun, and it's a bit sad that we're sort of ending in a bit of a whimper, I guess. You know, back when we ended on Edge Radio, we did a big celebratory show, brought back a lot of guests, played a lot of clips, did all that sort of stuff to reminisce, and this time around we're just kind of ending like this. There's no extra bonus episode of the best of The Brink or anything along those lines. It's just purely this episode will be it, and we'll be closing it out. So, sad day, but it's kind of inevitable. It's sort of something that I feel is going to happen eventually, and what a way, 20 years is a nice bookend, so there you go with that one. I will add that potentially in the future, we may sort of have a bonus episode here or there. Obviously, the Brink Unleashed movie franchise is still going on. We've still got one that has got to come out, the Brink Unleashed 13. We haven't forgotten about that. Don't worry about that. My little European trip that happened a few months ago, that is still in the process of being put together. So that will be released now in 2025. And we'll potentially still maybe do an audio commentary for that one moving forward and just release here on this feed as well. So that might be something moving forward that we'll still continue to do. But other than that, this will be it. And it's been a lot of fun. And as if you've never heard one of these best of episodes of the year, how it works, well, simple. We just play a bunch of clips. It's a clip show. So we will play a whole bunch of clips, mainly from the Oz Network, mainly from some of our other shows, a couple of Brink bits along the way. And then we close it out with what we like to call Brink in the Mix, 2024 in the Mix. We're doing them every year since 2007. And I don't come back in and close it after that. So once you hear that, that's it. That's the episode done with. So sad times. But I will say right now, given this will be really the last opportunity until we maybe do those audio commentaries that I mentioned to really sort of speak and thank and all that kind of stuff. I mean, again, back in 2015, did all the thank yous back then. So not going to sit here and thank everybody over the 20-year journey, but it's been a lot of fun to do this podcast in a separate fashion, to have the regulars along the way sort of still joining us over the years. Every time we had Josh back on the show, of course, it was always a pleasure. He was there for that podcast reboot back in 2016. So always a pleasure to have Josh, who to this day, just a dear, close personal friend who's had a very long journey with me over the years on this podcast. And everybody else who's made regular contributions, Noah, Colin, obviously transitioning over from the other podcasts we do. They've always had a lot of fun on here as well. And all of our other regular guests, who I'm not going to go through all of them, but you know who you are. It really has been a lot of fun. And to everybody who's tuned in for the silliness that we still continue to do on this podcast. It was always a lot of fun. I miss doing the Brink. If the opportunity came tomorrow to reboot the Brink live as a breakfast radio show, I would jump at it. I miss live radio like nothing else, and that would definitely be something to keep this show going. But unfortunately, we're not there. We're in podcast form. Not quite the same. Still a lot of time to put into it, but it's still been an enjoyable ride along the way. So, with all that in mind, thank you for the journey. Thank you for the Brink. Thanks for adding an extra 8 years to the lifespan of this little show that has been part of my life for well and truly more than half of my life. And the Brink will always live on in some form or another, be it the Brink Unleashed or other things along the way. The Brink will never die. The Brink will always be here. Just right now, this part of it is slowly going to die. So that's the best way to look at it. All that over and done with. I'm not good at ending and being concise with these, as you know. We're going to sit back, relax now, and listen for the last ever time, the best of a year of the Brink, the best of 2024. And I'm going to say this separately in this section just because I don't get to add a new one at the end of it. But for the last ever time, Hobart, as you go into listening to this best of, keep sucking those oranges and good night.
It is the Brink, coming to you from the greatest city in the world, New York City. I gave a warning that this would be happening, and we're here. And I'm currently with, back in person, your 18th favourite Brink guest, Casey Halpern. Hello, Casey.
18th?
Yes.
Who are the other 17?
Prince Charles, Michael Schumacher. Hang on, I got a list of others. 16. We're not going to, but I don't want to bore the listener. They're bored.
You can't even list?
I can, but...
And then I'm 18th.
You're going to call me dickhead. All right, she's the favourite, whatever. Welcome
There
back.
you go.
Welcome. Happy 2024.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. How does it feel to be in person back in this city, the greatest city in the world?
I would say it feels amazing.
What are you currently drinking right now?
Drinking a Juice Bomb Northeastern IPA from Sloop Brewing.
Now,
Not sponsored.
I've got it can be sponsored. We need sponsors in this show. I want to point out that, again, this country loves their IPAs and this whole, again, we just call it beer in Australia. But where is this? New Hampshire? Northeastern? Yeah, Hampton, New Hampshire.
Northeastern.
That makes sense. Have you been to New Hampshire? I've driven through New Hampshire, but I say I've been there. I have. I drove there. I was like 2 hours there, but...
Yeah, my family lived in Massachusetts for a little while, so North Hampshire was right there.
You say North Hampshire?
Shut up.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
She's a bit drunk, ladies and
Too
gentlemen.
drunk for this. Edit that out.
Never.
New Hampshire. Edit it out.
I would not. You're taking me to a Taylor Swift thing tomorrow night. I'm not editing anything out.
Okay, dickhead.
Continue.
New Hampshire was right there, but I don't think I ever went.
When I went from Boston to Montreal, we drove through New Hampshire, not Vermont. Yeah, Vermont's up there, isn't it? Very green. Very green.
Yes.
It's pretty. The one I have not been to is Maine. That's the one very far east, isn't it? Top right corner.
Yeah, it's as far north as the United States goes. Well,
Alaska.
But the continental United States goes.
Well, technically. Oh, yeah, okay. We're not getting into this, but how have you found me being back here? Honestly.
The same
Aww.
as when you were here.
That annoying.
before? I mean.
Wow. I'm honoured.
Yeah, I don't know what you're expecting from this answer.
I don't fucking know.
Same.
It's decent. Well, I've literally, at the time of recording this, I've been here for literally probably 24 hours about this point. A bit longer. But it's been I would say it's been a whirlwind already. I mean,
it's
went shopping and
No, it has
food.
been kind of a whirlwind already. Got up and immediately then went and got food.
bagels.
Walked through Central Park.
Oh, it's snowing here. It's so good.
Yeah, and then lots of shopping. Came back and then only spent an hour and a half in the room today and then went right back out.
Which I want to tell a very New York story, is that we wanted to go to this fancy cocktail bar. And for those listening in the beautiful city of Hobart, where a waiting list is not a thing, a lot of places in New York City you go to and it's, there's an hour wait for a table, we'll text you or whatever. So this place was okay, it's about an hour and 10-minute wait, but if you go to the bar next door, I'll come and get you. And we just, I don't know why did we believe that? At what point do we think in New York City a guy is going to come into a bar next door and grab us? Honestly, bullshit straight away.
I mean, you're right. No, the fact that he was going to come get us probably should have been a red flag. It's not, it should have been I'll take your number and we'll text you when we're ready or give you, some sort of buzzer. I think in the next step, we are the ones who kind of fucked up, but
basically we went into this bar next door and we were there for 2 hours and no one told us anything. But then there were people near us who we overheard saying that they were also waiting and they had a fucking buzzer. So we probably should have said something to the bar people in this bar and said hey, we're waiting to go into. Anyway, it's what happened. So we decided to go to a pharmacy because in this country you can go to pharmacies at 11 o'clock and buy alcohol. And here we are right now. But no, it was a good day. Snowing, as I said, -4 degrees. Filming the Brink Unleashed 12, which this person absolutely loves.
no.
We are going to get her on camera at one point to actually.
You have gotten me on camera.
Not a proper introduction.
I just don't want to be involved. But you have addressed questions towards me and I've answered.
I was going to film something after this, but we can see. Anyway, I'm going to a Taylor Swift concert tomorrow night. So
You are not going to a Taylor Swift concert. You're going to a Taylor Swift dance party, which means the DJ is playing Taylor Swift for most of the time along with other pop.
You know that 70s song where it's DJ, play my favorite song? Not going to be my favorite song tomorrow night. Although, again, Bad Blood, I like Bad Blood.
Okay, but also this thing starts at 11 and
I love goading her. She's so cute.
This thing starts at 11.
Here she goes.
We're seeing a Broadway show at 2.
Here she goes.
And then going to
Here she goes.
a basketball game at 7:30. Both of those things are the things that you wanted to do. And by the time it comes to 11 o'clock, when we might go to this Taylor Swift DJ night, both of us might be tired as fuck and not want to go. The tickets were only $17, so I don't care if we don't go. But we might not go to this thing, and you're acting as if I have dragged you along to the worst place on earth while I'm here following you along to all of the things that you wanted to do.
I should have timed that rant. That was a decent one, actually. That was good length. So I respect her. She's passionate. So, good for Casey. Good job.
Just saying, you wanted to go dancing.
She's still going.
You wanted to go dancing at some point this weekend. I'm taking you dancing. You didn't specify what kind of dance party you wanted to go to. I'm taking you to a dance party. Happens to be Taylor Swift themed. Sorry, not sorry.
You sometimes just go, oh, this came from the tit of a cow. And you're just you're when you think about certain food, eggs sometimes, this came from a chicken's vagina. Does it come from a vagina or a butthole? Where does an egg come from?
I don't know.
Where would it come from?
An egg expert on here.
Why would an egg?
they poo out their eggs.
I've already said one dumb thing this
That's
episode.
an egg pooing, man.
When I was younger and I didn't know where babies came from, I thought women pushed them out of their
Wait a
buttholes.
second. I am constantly ridiculed on the show for being naive, not knowing anything about human nature and sexual reproduction. Best so far is that's a lactating man and don't eggs come out of buttholes.
But seriously, I know chickens would have a vagina because I'm sure they reproduce, but I don't often think about a chicken's vagina. Where
You could be
do
thinking about it now.
chicken nuggets come from? That's not what I want. Chicken eggs come out of. It's not even a vagina or a bumhole. It's a cloaca. It's the only
A what?
hole for the reproductive and digestive system of a chicken. They've only got one
So
hole.
it is their butthole.
I was right.
It does come up the butthole.
Yes. They've only got one hole. It literally says it's where chickens poop from. So screw you, dumb people.
Hold on. Can you Google if babies come out of ladies in the same spot? Because I don't know.
Colin, it literally says.
Hold on, Jamie. Where do the babies come from? Do they come from your butthole?
Wow, too bad she's probably going to
Do
say.
babies come from buttholes? What? By the way, Jamie, that's a lactating man, okay?
I'm so glad that today I've said the word that is a lactating man and that the chicken poop.
She's trying to seriously answer the question for me right now. She's concerned.
I cannot believe that I was actually right, that they do come from their bum holes. So.
No, I had to talk with Ben, and he's teaching me things I'm learning.
You know that thing we do on your birthday? I've lost the point. What was I talking about? The FBI, chickens' buttholes. Yeah.
How did that come from?
Because when I think of the FBI, I think of
because lactating
buttholes.
man. That's right. Anyways,
That's
Larry
when they
lactating
lactate from
great.
their bumholes.
Thank you. I know I'm a sexual predator. Cancel me. I told Jamie about that, and then she's like, "Oh, should have said that. People are gonna think it's true." I'm like, the whole point of the joke is, in what world is anybody believe me of all people is a sexual predator?
Come on, seriously. There are things that are said on this show which are just stretching beyond the bounds of things. This is one of them.
I'm a sexual predator. Cancel me.
He doesn't like the idea of fishing because he doesn't want to hurt animals.
I was about to say, what's that got to do with being a sexual predator? But
I
okay.
don't know what it does. I wasn't going to do anything else with the fish.
If I know my sexual predators, they like fishing.
They always are
They've
fishermen.
got a fishing pole in hand. They're anglers at heart. Oh, real.
Their favorite show is Bassmasters.
It's one of my two favorite shows. Hey, I get it. It's a Ghostbusters 2 reference.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Anyways.
It's an Indian, and it's in the cupboard.
It's a man, it's a he. It's a ghost that's busted. It's a predator that's sexual.
That should be the sequel to Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. You've got Predator, Predator, sexual predator. And it's the alien from Predator in a fishnet stocking going, grrr.
You said fish. You said fish. I thought it was going to be like a fisherman.
Sexual predator. Alien versus sexual predator. Coming soon.
Requiem.
Prometheus. In a cupboard. Sexual predator in a cupboard. I'd watch it. You open the cupboard, there's Predator in a fishnet.
You created the next great rom-com and the next great Predator movie in one episode. How are you unemployed?
It knocks up a woman who has triplets.
Someone give this man a job. He deserves it.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, starring Harold Eunice.
Peter McNichol.
You know the whole most hilarious thing when you talk about fishing and sexual predators. There was a viral video about a year ago in Australia. Funnily enough, Tasmanian. Of course, it was Tasmanian, where there was this couple on a boat, and this woman was filmed doing sex acts with a fish.
I was safe to take a drink of water for a second.
So, like, I think this couple got, like, arrested for, like, bestiality and all this kind of stuff because, you know, it's kind of gross. But now everybody, not only do they think Tasmanians have sex with our family, they think we have sex with fish. So, you know,
It wins Oscars.
I'm the one who should be coming up with these movies because I'm a Tasmanian sexual predator. in a cupboard.
Can't wait to watch the Tasmanian cinema submission for the Oscars.
Cinema.
next
You've
year.
seen Kill Phil.
That's literally it. It ended there.
That's. I mean, they film stuff in Tasmania, but Tasmanian cinema, Kill Phil. That killed the industry.
I know that you're not like a spy for the Russians or anything, but they do a little kissy, which then results in a little gropey as they're naked on the bed together, doing the Canadian
I feel
thing
like
here.
it's August the 15th, and I'm in the bedroom with Jamie. That's how Jamie. Hey, Colin, do you want to do the kissy and the gropey?
The naked gropies.
I'm using that next time I have a Tinder date.
That's pretty much it. She seems to be enjoying herself by the end. She stand off at the beginning, but I mean, that's Michael Shanks, so she comes around. The other thing I want to get out of the way,
good
just
at the kissy and the gropey and the naked.
gropies.
He loves it.
The other stuff I want to get out of the way is just the Josh and Marilyn stuff pre-Die Hard here, because we have Josh. 12,000 people are dead, all because of what Dad did. I wish I was never born. Okay, every time anybody in a TV or movie says, I wish I was never born, I'm always just like, shut up. Like, I have no sympathy for people who say that. It's such an overused line and everything. But then you
kill
add
your
to it,
depression, you little shit.
and I mean, I'm sorry to Evan, whoever, we know you
Rip.
passed away and everybody. I'm sure everybody listening to this, like, we kind of wish you weren't born too, Josh.
And we
This is
got
the-
our wish in 2023.
We know that they're watching the message boards and everything at this point, and they're listening to the fans. This must have been like a thread somewhere on like 24 Wiki. We wish Josh was never born. Let's write it into the script.
So hang on. What we've learned in the last couple of minutes is that Colin likes to call sex the kissy, the naked, the gropey, and the actor who plays Josh is dead. Suck it. We got our wish.
I'm saying the writers wrote this in here because the fans at the time.
The writers are murderers.
2007.
It's all the
well,
writer's
that's what they
fault.
did.
He's holding me back.
We couldn't do it back in 2007 because this whole thing about children, they can't be harmed on television, but he's come of age now.
I got to say, we'll ruin the illusion of podcasting. This is the first episode of 24 that we're recording in 2024. I realize this has been released at the beginning of March, but we're a little bit ahead right now. And, I like to think every year we grow as a podcast, that maybe we adapt our style, our comedy maybe. Nope, we've started 2024 with, hey, gropey, and that actor deserved to die because the character was shit and he wished. This guy's a kid, but who cares? You suck.
I said, forgive us.
Don't defend yourself. Go with it, Colin. Go with it.
It's the character that's the problem. And yes, we do want the character to die at this point. Okay,
Become
we're just going to
Ben.
be honest.
Release your inner evil. Who cares? You're bitter, you're old. This kid deserved to die. Suck it, Josh. Go on.
Yeah, possibly. I haven't rewatched it yet, but I mean, I know that does come back, and obviously Debaku and the girlfriend, and I know the sister show, and I think the sister's in a wheelchair too, so let's just make us feel she's not in a wheelchair, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure there's something, I don't know if there's something wrong with her.
Anywhere she's dead, you got to feel sorry for the people in wheelchairs.
She's in a wheelchair. One of them.
Those are the worst.
Probably lactates from her wheel joints. Ben, stop. What does that even mean? Lactates from her wheel joints.
You just got a t-shirt of somebody in a wheelchair saying lactating from my wheelchair.
I say words that don't make sense, and then I have the power to edit this out, and I leave it in.
Chooses not to.
If we had listeners, we would have been cancelled after episode 5. This is why other shows pull out of sponsoring us. Other things. Lactating out of your wheel joints. I have nothing else to add. There was nothing else to listen to during the week. I have no idea if The Amazing Race is still going. Don't listen to that. It's crap too. Just do shit at the end of the day.
This is the ape equivalent of bend over and pick up the soap, Like this is ape rape. This is ape rape. That's what this is. Ben's got his face in the palm of his hand.
Sorry, we just started this episode and you said let's play Oz Network Bingo, and we could have said we would have gone through Gary Sinise, Saffron Burrows, and the term ape rape. That sounds like a Kevin James movie.
It's the only thing. It's the only thing Kevin Bacon hasn't played yet.
This summer, from the makers of Happy Gilmore, it's the fun family comedy you've been waiting for. It's Ape Brave.
Ape Brave.
Starring Kevin James as the ape and Rob Schneider as the
Andy
rape.
Serkis.
Ape Rape. If we named our episode, this episode would be called Ape Rape. Why do I feel that's like a 90s buddy comedy movie starring Matt LeBlanc? Ape Rape. Directed by that guy who did Dunstan Checks In that we interviewed.
Oh, yeah. The Beauty and the Beast guy. Matt LeBlanc and Fran Drescher in Ape Rape.
Oh, that ape raping Matt LeBlanc. No. As far as I am aware, an ape has not raped Matt LeBlanc. I just want to clarify that.
We're really covering our bases here. We don't want to labor the cable guy.
To the lawyers listening, as far as I know, an ape has not raped Matt LeBlanc. All right? And if it has, it should be prosecuted under the full course of the law.
Just put him down. That's what they do to apes in this movie.
The ape, not Matt LeBlanc. Don't put Matt LeBlanc down. He's a national treasure.
Don't give it to Franklin, because he'd be like, I have already done too many of these today. I don't care who this ape raped.
If there's somebody that
Franklin, take him home.
If there's somebody that deserves to be raped by an ape, it's Franklin. All right?
It's definitely Franklin.
The character in this movie, not that turtle that was in that show. Not Benjamin Franklin.
Hey, it's Franklin.
Stuck in my head as she said Franklin. And I didn't know to see it because I didn't know if you knew that show. But now I've just got that fucking song stuck in my head. Hey, it's Franklin being raped by an ape. No.
We do it here.
I kind of want to go to like ChatGPT and tell me the plot of Franklin gets raped by an ape.
Ape star Kevin James.
Oh, God.
And Matt LeBlanc.
Why are we disparaging Matt LeBlanc? He's done nothing wrong. He was in a photo with Saffron Burrows.
I mean, for all we know, James Franco wasn't either, allegedly, right?
Oh, God.
Anyways, so yes, it's sad watching Caesar get ape raped.
Hey, it's Frank.
So in a way, I'm not bothered by the fact that his sons are bringing chicks back to bang in the hayloft or whatever behind the monkey bars here or whatever.
Ape rape.
the ape rape loft.
Hey, ladies, you like ape rape? Let's go do some.
I just want to see. Hey, everybody, I'm Mark Wahlberg. You see those apes over there? They're totally raping. How you doing, ape? Is that rape you doing?
Say hi to your mum for me.
Say hi to your mom for me, okay? Enjoy your rape, ape. You really gotta stop.
Enjoy your rape, ape. The sequel to Ape Rape. Did you like the movie Ape Rape last summer? Well, join the sequel starring Matt LeBlanc, Fran Drescher, and introducing David Schwimmer.
The universe beneath the ape rape, escape from the ape rape, conquest of the ape rape, and rise of the ape rape.
Rape harder.
Okay, I am moving on. I'm making executive decision.
Rise of the ape rape. Return of the ape rape. The Force ape rape. Oh, that sounds wrong.
I did explain the astronaut headlines and everything, and later we see they're lost in space.
We landed on Mars.
We landed on Mars. Yeah, that's setting up the original movie. By the way, Maxpedition Monsoon Gear Slinger bag. It retails for $191.99. That's an expensive bag.
$190, as in like 1,000 or 191.
$191.99.
Oh, that's average.
You can get it in either khaki or black.
Well, you know where I'm going. Definitely khaki.
Oh, they currently have a buy one get one free deal.
Oh!
We'll pool our resources. We'll both get it for like under $150.
They can carry my t-shirts in it that say that's where Incest Babies are. That's convenient. Buy an Incest Babies t-shirt and you'll get a free monsoon bag. We'll go on a partnership.
And it's approved by the National Tactical Officers Association.
Oh, well, even better.
Customer reviews Larry M from the United States give it 5 stars. Is bigger and better than I think. Pleasantly surprised at the size, quality, and ruggedness. I've been looking at this pack for some time. I like sling bags. If I filled this bag to the fullest, I doubt I would carry it, but that's a personal problem. These are the best bags available.
This episode, we've gone from lactating men to incest babies to bumholes to reviews on bags. What is becoming of this show? We need to have better pre-production meetings. I don't like the direction this show is going, Colin.
I have a feeling we're going to be canceled at the end of 24.
I feel this show's ending this year. I've got to feel it in my waters. I'm not liking this. We need to pick up our game. And also, can I just point out, we said this is the best episode of this season, and we've just gelled over it. Oh, that was good. The explosions. Oh, that guy, bumholes, bags, lactating milk, incest. Ah! Anything else out in the bag, Colin? Is there any other reviews?
Well, they do have, it's not this bag, but Maxpedition has a bag that has a nice American flag on the back in black and white.
Why is this a trivia? Like, I'm sorry. Somebody has literally sat down on 24 Wiki and gone, all right, trivia for this episode. Okay, fan phone, continuity. That's a Maxpedition Monsoon Gearslinger.
They sell morale patches. I got to send you a screenshot.
They sell what?
They call them morale patches. Where's the chat here? Let me just describe to the audience what I'm looking at. We have an angel taking a sword to some type of black gargoyle. We have George Washington with 2 guns. We've got a guy wearing a COVID mask and a shotgun with rolls of toilet paper behind him.
I don't know what is happening to this episode right now. How is this even a thing? Why do they sell patches? Who are these? Why is George Washington dual-wielding pistols? Why is there a Roman guard with a thing? Like, what's that got to do with America? Saint Michael, COVID survivor. Yeah. See, I type in Maxpedition Monsoon Gearslinger, and it comes recommended. Temu. I can buy a men's new multifunction backpack from Temu for $19. Or I can buy a unisex sling bag for $15.
It's not endorsed by Jack and Tony, though.
I mean, honestly, they've got more publicity right now. There's a YouTube video, Maxpedition Monsoon Gearslinger, and a guy with a beard and a hat. Most American-looking guy you can imagine. Yeah, I'm buying this episode. Just stop with the monsoon. Bring back incest and bumholes. That's all I can say. Lactate me, Colin, with your review.
You remember her more now as an actress than you do as the first big lesbian couple. But when you said she backed up, I instantly thought about, did she back up being a lesbian? I think she married a guy and had several kids.
I think that's sort of the naivety that, I mean, we're all guilty of it, where it was sort of, I don't think we fully understand the concept of what a bisexual person was, because it was kind of like, she was just doing that for publicity. She's not really gay. She's now with a man. So, like, that was just the naivety of the late 90s, that we still weren't fully understanding of homosexuality and kind of, same-sex relationships, and that you can date a same-sex person and still date an opposite-sex person. That's completely normal. So, I mean...
Ben's doing it right now.
Okay. Is there a joke in there?
You were the first person I thought of who might be bisexual. I
mean, you've attempted a lot of jokes in this show, Colin, but that was just one of those ones I had to pause for a moment and go, is there a joke in there? What are you saying? I don't get it. Look at their jokes. They're all the same. I've lost point. Move on. Okay. Yep. Once again, Jeffrey Nordling, talked about him on Sunday. Of course I did. But, what a man this week. He's telling people to piss off and...
He got breasts and womaned up from last week.
He did. He got Pamela Anderson-sized tits. He's ready to go. Check out these bazingas. Was that episode of The Simpsons when Marge gets breast implants? It's like, but look at those bazingas or whatever it is, and the elephant sits down Madongu or whatever it is.
Moss is lactating all over Sean right now. That's how big his boobs got.
There's milk dripping out everywhere. That man's a lactating man. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say on this show.
That man is a lactating man.
What does that even mean?
I don't even know what I want on a t-shirt. I just want Jeffrey Nordling. That man is a lactating man.
Picture of him squeezing his nipples.
Yeah.
I've got nipples, Greg. Could you milk me? That man is a lactating. Sounds like a Johnny Cash song. Oh, that man is a lactating man. Boom, 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 boom.
Breasts of steel, lactating man.
Isn't that a Steven Seagal movie, Lactating Man?
Steven Seagal himself is a lactating man now.
Oh, that man lactates sex appeal. Man. I've said a lot of stupid things on this show. I really have. We've done 1,500 episodes and more. But that man is a lactating man. Can you just text your wife? I know you're waiting for her to reply to these. Can you just text her and simply say, that man is a lactating man? And just get her response.
I'll send her a picture of Jeffrey Nordling.
Yeah. What does she think of Jeffrey Nordling, by the way? Is she a fan?
We'll find out. Yeah, she sure is lactating man.
If she's not a fan, divorce her. I kind of like this whole Sergei, being, I guess, bending over and taking it and then, turning. Not like that, you sick bastard.
It's usually you who'd be laughing at that.
Colin's like, gay sex,
Bending over and taking it.
That's funny. But he's basically just like, no, I'll tell everything. And then I kind of like the way they sort of like does that. And Jack does a good job with being Jack.
Bend over and take it.
Jack doesn't bend over and take it. Jack's bending them over and making him take it.
Giving it.
Jack's at top. Come on, that man's not a bottom. He's a man.
So give her.
He plows everyone hard.
With his feet.
Oh.
And nothing else.
Oh, now that's too far. No. I don't want my Jack Bauer being a feet man. While
wearing glasses.
On his feet?
Yes.
Wow.
Wiggle the toe.
What is happening right now? Now I've just got this image of Jack Bauer wearing glasses on his feet. Doesn't make sense.
Hillary Duff.
Hillary Duff? What? What's happening? Hillary.
I don't even know.
Oh, what's your favorite Hillary Duff song, Colin?
But then what?
She had an album or two. No,
there was a song she did on one of the Santa Claus movie soundtracks that was pretty good.
Did she? Wow. I was going for what was her famous one from the Lizzie McGuire movie?
I'm the wrong guy to be asking.
Why not? That song. Why not? Yeah, good song.
Oh, it brings back so many memories.
Were you Hillary Duff, Lindsay Lohan, or Amanda Bynes?
None.
You're probably a bit old for that. You're a few years older than me, so I don't know.
It's not my genre at all. As well.
Didn't mean music. I meant to perv at you, sick freak.
Oh.
We were Well, I was a teenager in the 2000s. They were like the hot girls that I was into.
I mean, isn't Hillary Duff the only one that actually, has her own face left?
Possibly. A career. Didn't go to rehab. Didn't she do something recently? Didn't she come out of retirement and do a song or a movie?
She was on that really bad spin-off of How I Met Your Mother, the How I Met Your Father show. That was horrible.
Right. Yeah, I never watched it. Didn't want to watch it. Anyway, so Jack gets an immunity deal with Sergei. Hillary Duff is somewhere in the background. Lindsay Lohan's probably there too. Amanda Bynes as well. I used to hate the beginning of the Amanda Bynes show, the whole like Amanda. That was so annoying. She was hot. Now she's weird. What was that movie she did with the guy from Malcolm in the Middle? The liar.
Not Agent Cody Banks. Wasn't Agent Cody Banks Hillary Duff?
Yeah, you're right. It was.
That was. Yeah, there we go. So I know some Hillary Duff stuff.
That was the lying movie where
the Paul Giamatti Big Fat Liar.
Big Fat Liar. What was his name?
Yeah.
What was Malcolm Middle? Not Freddie Prinze.
Frankie
Jr.
Muniz.
Frankie Muniz Jr.
Is he like a race car driver now or something?
He did. He retired from acting. He's a decent race car driver. And he was on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in Australia earlier this year. So there you go. When are we doing Frankie Muniz Oz? Wouldn't take long. That's the end of the episode, though. I'm going to end on Frankie. We started with Rage Against the Machine and ended with Frankie Muniz. We've got a bingo
This is what
list.
happens when Ben can't review the video and I have less notes.
We've got
than
a
the previous
bingo list to
episode.
get to before the end of this year. We've got to mention Rage Against the Machine, Frankie Muniz, Amanda Bynes. Tune in next week as we go over That's So Raven.
There is a song. We don't end with songs, do we? In the Diane. That's Huskadoo, is it? What? Potatoes, Diane? What? Julian. Julian, not Diane. Diane the carrots. Would you like your carrots, Diane? Ben has just chopped his finger with his extremely blunt knives. I take the piss out of Ben's things where he says, "Shut up! Don't take the." Even he wasn't denying that his knives are like death-defying knives. He's cutting his fingers with the carrots. Huskadoo? Yeah, I think Huskadoo. Diane. Diane the carrots. Diane the potatoes. You could Diane anything. No time to Diane.
21.
I don't do maths.
I don't do cooking.
But I can Julian a carrot when I have the appropriate knife. No time to Diane. I didn't know what you were talking about. Diana Potato. Is that the episode? Diana Potato? Yeah, Bunnings Snag. But Diana Potato would be a good...
I'm going to invent a new thing.
I'm going to Diana... Well, what would that be? Like shoving it up your ass?
Ask a New Zealander.
Oh. I'm glad you're not on the microphone right now. Ben is literally cutting carrots on an episode. He's left me alone.
I'm not taking this shit.
Yeah, so much for soft reboot.
We haven't had it yet.
He's cooking. He's left the microphone. He's cooking carrots.
Your foot's in my face.
I'm glad you decided to make an appearance on the show. He's back. He's still not. He's eating the carrots.
I need you to shut the fuck up. I have to deal with you in your drunken Korean days, every 10 seconds going to pee, writing a message. Don't tell anyone I'm going to pee. I'm just going to put the camera off for a moment.
I've never cut carrot. I've never Dianed carrots on the episode.
I never got anything out of that except for science. I brought you a snack. And his name's not Billy Magnus.
No, he is a snack.
No, he's a whole course.
He's a 3-course meal.
He's a threesome.
No Time to Diane. Are there any name-based James Bond film parody titles that we were doing so well of staying on track? But No Time to Diane.
Are we going to rank the possible parody title films?
The Wonder Is Not Enough.
Tomorrow Never Fries.
Diane Another Day.
Tomorrow Never Fries.
No, I'm thinking names only. The Larry Daylights. License to Ken.
License to Ken.
The
Jillian Daylight.
What name starts with V?
Vivian.
A Vivian to a Kill. No, this is not going anywhere.
This is
It doesn't help that you're not playing along.
Dr. Noah.
There we go. We were staying on track for so
Ben
long.
Raker.
Ben Raker. Colin.
No.
Is there any?
The man with the golden collar.
Is that like an Oscar? A
The
golden
Jamie
Colin?
who loved me.
The Colin balls.
Bento pussy.
Colin balls.
Ben pussy.
Colin finger.
On her Benergy's Secret Service.
From Colin with love.
Not Spectre. Ben.
Colin, live and let Colin.
Ben Fall. Quantum of Ben.
Colin, time to die. This is not good. Ben is eating carrots.
My Diane carrot decline. Would you like a Diane
Oh,
carrot?
but Budding Snack is a good episode, but Diana Potato is...
Seriously, that is a very dumb thing I've ever said. I would not. If you put that in our group to Colin and tell him what I said.
You were... Because you weren't making a joke. You just said, don't you Diana Potato?
I actually thought that was it. I'm not even joking. I honestly had a moment where that in my time of my life, I thought that was a thing. It was about 8 minutes ago.
I know people really hate eating.
I don't give a
On
fuck right now. This is
podcast.
like ASMR right now.
So, Diane carrot.
Oh, maybe I should move here. Like he's like, whoa, you're won over by the Nazis? Seriously? But like in
The alternate history sequel, Jesse Owens becomes a Nazi.
there's a comic book that's going to be made about
The
that. and
sequel
one day
you didn't
somebody's
know
gonna
you
make it.
wanted. Jesse Owens, Hitler's heir apparent. Wow.
But
Where's that
but,
casting? Where's the, you know how like we're all into like, let's have a black James Bond, let's have a black Superman. When are we going to have a black Hitler?
One of these days, Idris Elba will stand
Yeah.
up for it.
Racist. Come on.
They
Black
won't
people
let me
can
be
play
James
Hitler
Bond,
too?
so I'm not gonna let me be James Bond, so I'm gonna be Hitler.
A black Jewish Hitler. I don't see any. A black Jewish gay Hitler in a wheelchair. No problem with that. That would be great casting.
This is a German movie. You know,
Yeah.
they're trying to impress people.
Exactly.
The
We are
casting
very
Canadian is
progressive.
Jesse Owens.
We have cast a
What?
black gay, wheelchair bound,
Transgender
gypsy intellectual in a wheelchair
as Hitler.
as Hitler, who identifies as non-binary.
This non-binary Hitler coming soon from German cinema.
I'd watch it.
We got Jesse Owens as a Nazi and non-binary Hitler. We're expanding the universe.
From the makers of Race comes the biggest Hollywood blockbuster that is set to set chins wagging at the box office. Non-binary Hitler. Starring Ansel Elgort as non-binary Hitler. Featuring Rene Russo as the wheelchair. I don't know.
And Carice Van Houten as LGBT Goebbels.
And in her most iconic role, Miley Cyrus as Avery Brundage. I have no idea the casting. I would watch
Break
non-binary
into a
Hitler.
musical number.
Non-binary
Let's
Hitler.
do the time warp again.
We're not all racist. I don't know.
Are you familiar with
Hitler? Yes.
No, it was a Broadway play called Avenue Q, but it was like a Muppet thing. It was like a parody
Heard
of the
of it.
Muppets.
Heard of it. Could I
Yeah,
tell you
it's
what
like-
it's about? No.
Imagine if like the Muppets all grew up, or Sesame Street characters grew up, but then they were all like dealing with regular problems. There's a song of that called "Everyone's a Little Bit Racist," which just look up the lyrics for it. It is like the funniest thing you'll ever hear.
It just reminds you, you would have seen Team America when he's on
Yeah.
Broadway. Everyone has AIDS. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
We all got AIDS. Yeah.
Really, I'll
All the
breeze through most
Simpsons
of the
in New York. He's checking in. He's checking
I'm
in.
checking it. This is your first teen girl singer who wrote all of her own songs, because she literally did write the songs and it didn't sell well. Well, there is one really good song that I listened to on that album. So don't sleep on Brie Larson's singing career. There's still hope there.
Don't
Because
sleep
she
on Brie
sings well
Larson.
here. Do sleep on Brie Larson.
As a bed?
Sure. And then you gotta pee on her.
I walk into my house. I get a new apartment. Oh, I don't have a bed. Oh, IKEA's closed.
Good thing Brie Larson's right here.
What are the chances?
And look at this. It even came with a fitted sheet.
Of all the luck, I walked into my new apartment at midnight. All the furniture stores are closed. But Brie Larson's in my room.
Lay it out. Sweet, it's even reclining. Whoa, it's like a hospital bed. You can pop a coin in her, she starts vibrating.
Who needs a bed when you've got Brie Larson? There she is.
Please, sleep on Brie Larson. It'll be okay.
Well, I'm also glad to know that Colin's crush on this woman after all these years, Jamie maybe secretly a bit worried, like, oh, if my husband sees Brie Larson, is he going to like leave me for it? No, Colin just wants a nice comfy place to rest.
But you know, like, we've got kids, and right now the kids are all sick with the cold. And the thing that's the worst
They were
about
consumed on Brie Larson.
But the thing that's the worst when kids are sick is that they often can't sleep. They can't breathe through the nose in the middle of the night. They start whining. So Jamie just takes them in bed. I will never be able to sleep with a kid in the bed with me. Hence the opposite.
I'm not allowed.
But like, I end up on the couch, and like one or two nights on the couch, it starts to hurt. So there are times where like, if the kids are sick we have 3 kids, so one's gonna be sick after the other. It could be like day 3 or 4, and like they're in bed with her because they just wake up halfway through the night. I'm literally sleeping on the floor. Who needs the floor? Just give me Brie Larson.
In all fairness, when I stayed at your place with, I already mentioned the name, but that who should not be mentioned, you did sleep on the floor.
I did sleep on the floor. There you go, because I didn't have Brie Larson there.
I know. Brie Larson was there. Every time before the day we're recording this, I'm flying to Paris tonight. When I go to choose my seat, I'm not looking for like the comfy seats. I'm looking for Brie Larson. Where's the Brie Larson seat?
I'm gonna splurge extra and get the memory foam Brie Larson. That's the really comfy.
I want the waterbed Brie Larson. Just talking disco 70s.
The temperature controls that you can have. Oh, now I got cool Brie Larson and hot Brie Larson, depending on my mood.
One of those old, those like ads they advertise for like old people, like getting an elevator in your house or like a motion bed to help you get out of bed. I want one of those. And I press the button and Brie Larson slowly goes, I'm sitting at knee. Thanks, Brie Larson. Off you pop.
And you know what? It works multiple ways too, because if you're not sleepy, if you're not tired, hook her up to your car and she'll pull you out of the parking lots.
Oh, she'll pull you places.
I started to get that gurgling, the Jeff, right? And like, by the time the bus is over, I'm like, gotta get some more quick eyes. I'm gonna explode. And we basically ran here. I don't even remember what the store is. I know where it is here in the city, but I don't know what the store was. Someplace I'd never been into before. And I'm looking, do you have a bathroom? And they're like, it's in the basement. I'm like, the basement. No joke. I'm like, the basement. And I'm like running down the stairs, and it was a filthy bathroom, like one of those bathrooms. Oh, I want to go. And I probably was like, I love that Jeff Daniels has a whimper. Was like, I don't know. Have you ever done that where you got to go really bad? Yeah. He does that, but it was exactly like this. I sit down, like, and then all of a sudden. And play the sound effects here, right?
It's a great feeling.
Give me one.
Hang on. Where is it? Gluten. But
Get another one.
Oh, Jesus. The thing that...
Give me another.
Oh, God damn it.
One more.
Where's the wet one? That one.
I was waiting for that one.
The one of the best bits I love about it, though, is when he's like on the toilet and he's like reacting, and you kind of get him going like, and he goes like, and you hear like an
it's the
and he goes like, and then he likes like squeaming out the window.
He's the fan trying to get out the window.
It was like, flush, you bastard.
Usually if you get something like that, especially for me, it could be gluten, right? Now at this point in my life, the gluten had kicked in.
Sorry, I'm not even paying attention to what you're saying.
One more.
It's not working. There it is.
Hit me, man, hit me.
Why do I have a soundboard where like 6 of the things whenever we get a new clip, I'm like, oh, what do I have to remove? I can't, like, I've got 6 different fart effects on this. Do I need 6?
One of these days you'll remove my quotes about Die Another Day.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
If everybody listening right now, both of you listening, are not laughing as hard as we are, you don't deserve to be listening. What are we at? 3 hours into this? One more for good measure. One more.
Colin's lost it.
That was Jeff Daniels. I'm laughing so hard I'm wiping drool off my face.
Where's the underrated one that I started playing the other day with Noah that I completely forgot you said?
It's beef, Noah. What? It's beef, Noah. He's asking what I was eating.
There you go.
It's beef, Noah.
Followed by...
See, somebody asks you what type of burger you eat. I would assume beef is the go-to.
Well, in Australia, we call, like, you call them chicken sandwiches, but if we've got like a burger that's chicken instead of beef, we call it a chicken burger. So, you know.
We would call it a chicken burger, but that would be, I'm eating a chicken burger. If you're just saying I'm eating a burger, it's a beef burger. Anyway, so all of those noises came out of me in the bathroom. I gotta go down the basement.
Funny.
Now, I maintain to this day, I'm like, I felt nothing beforehand. I felt nothing afterwards. Usually you're like, oh, I'm sick. I ate normally. It was the only time it happened. I know that there was like Metamucil in our house because I remember being, what is this? And it's like, oh, it's a laxative. I don't know who had it. I guarantee you my brother and stepbrother gave me some form of laxative, Dumb and Dumber style, and never owned up. Because I even told them, like, you guys put laxative in something I ate, didn't you? Like, I immediately was like, there is no way that this is not like the scene from Dumb and Dumber.
But
they never owned up to it, but I still swear, if either of them are listening to this, and you can confirm if you gave me laxative when I almost exploded on a bus downtown.
I've never... Like, the only times I've taken... maybe I'm just taking the wrong laxative, because that's always been my thing where I've, like, scared of it. It's been, like, Dumb and Dumber, that it'll be that quickly. The laxatives I've taken, it's like, take before you go to bed... And then the next morning when you wake up, like, it's meant to, like, soften it so that the next day, like, it doesn't exactly make you like, ah! Like, are there laxatives that exist? Because I feel that's a bit dangerous, isn't it?
Well, there must be. I mean, Jeff Daniels wouldn't lie to us, right?
I know, this movie's so realistic, so, you know.
But, like, I've never had to take them either. I have the opposite
Unless your brother put them in there.
Gluten will do it for me. Just give Colin some gluten. Maybe that was my first gluten exposure. Whoa! What was that?
That's whenever you say...
That was the ugliest fart I have ever heard.
It's whenever you say Kincaid. I forget that's even on there. What else is on here? I don't even know what's on here.
No!
I really need to do a redux,
Deep clean?
a deep clean of my...
It's beef, Noah.
Wow.
Anyways, the cows make that noise, and that's why the environment fails.
Yeah.
That's where we're going with this.
Exactly.
But I did confirm Meredith does come back for 2 episodes.
Oh,
fairly late in the
sorry.
season, too. It's very late in the season. But trivia, she was originally meant to be a main cast member for the entire season.
And
so
John
I don't know
Hamm
why they
said
decided
no.
to. Yeah, he's like, no, you're not taking this woman from me.
No, I've got things to do with her in 24 hours. You can have her for the first 4 and the last 2.
Mad Men was going on at this point. You know, they didn't need the extra cash. She just said, I'd rather just sit at home. I don't need the money.
To John Hamm, you don't want to work. You want to do John Hamm.
But that's on her business card. When you're married to John Hamm, you don't want to work. You want to do John Hamm.
Like, why would you want to do anything else but do John Hamm? Like, I'm not even like, if you like, you love Rihanna and Jennifer Garner. Like, no disrespect to your beautiful wife, Jamie. What am I talking about? This is Colin. He doesn't care if he's married to the most beautiful woman in the world. He's still going to like do other shit. But like, if I'm married to Natalie,
what are you implying? I'm not doing anybody else.
I'm implying that if I'm married to Natalie Portman, I'm going to, like, do Natalie Portman all the time. I'm not just going to do this shit. Like, right now, if I said, Colin, guess what I did yesterday? I married Natalie Portman. I quit all podcasts. Like, I don't need... I've got better shit to do. I've got Natalie Portman to do. Not this crap. Stare at your face all the time.
Where does John Hamm have any time for this woman, too?
Well, because he's smolderingly good looking and just, like... walks around the
Oh,
street.
I've seen the action he gets on Mad Men. I mean, he's got to be tired at the end of his workday.
Well, wouldn't you be if you're John? I'd be tired if I'm John Hamm looking that good. Like, it's tiring. You've got to tell you wake up out of bed. You're like, I'm this good looking. Look at me. I'm John Hamm. Boom, tired. Automatically sleep.
He's just like downing coffee all day. A bad sleep last night? No. Woke up really good looking today. It is hard work. I'm sorry.
Really, I mean, honestly, but good looking people like myself know how hard it is to be good looking. Like, you've got to, like, constantly people are looking at you. You've got to, like, always look good. Like, I mean, you know, it's hard work.
I think I've mentioned this before. If we ever talked about John Hamm, probably in one of our many episodes of Top Gun, I mentioned it. But John Hamm's probably the only actor Jamie never remembers who he is and never thinks about the man until she sees him. But every time he pops up, at any time I'm watching Mad Men, she'll always look, she's like, who's that guy? I'm like, that's John Hamm. And then I'll be watching it like a week later. Oh, who's that guy? I'm like, that's John Hamm.
Right.
Watching Top Gun, $1 Million Arm, whatever. Who's that guy? That's John Hamm. He's the one guy that you always say, who's that guy to?
I thought you mean like she's watching Mad Men in every episode. Who's that guy? The star of Mad Men, John Hamm?
Well, like she forgets, and then he'll pop up in something, or she sees him on an award show. Oh, that guy. Who's that guy? It was the same guy you're always ogling every time he appears,
Pop up
but you forget
somewhere.
who he is.
You come home, you're eating your dinner. Boom. Hi, I'm John Hamm. Who's that guy?
Who's that guy?
Imagine if John Hamm just popped out of your bowl of cereal. Like you're eating your oats. Hi.
Got a nice bowl of John Hamm's this morning. Whoa, hi, I'm John Hamm. Who's that guy? What's he doing in your cereal? And how tired is he? This man is exhausted looking that good.
You know, you're going to confirm who she's fantasizing about one time when you're having sex on a birthday, and all of a sudden you're going to town, and all of a sudden Jamie's like, who's that guy? And you're like, what? Like, it's John Hamm, isn't it? Oh, there he is. Fantasizing about John Hamm today, Jamie?
I barely remember what we're talking about in this episode now.
John Hamm being smolderingly good looking.
He's so tired.
He's so attractive. Like, seriously.
So getting Moss on the phone, seeing the way that Jeffrey Nordling plays stressed boss without playing stressed, but like without letting it on is just so brilliant. Like, more than he is my actor this season where I'm already like, give this man the Emmy. Like, he is doing such brilliant work.
Give him an Emmy anyway. Just walk down the street. Hey, Jeffrey Nordling, have an Emmy.
Hey, have you done any TV in the last year? No, not in a decade. Okay, we're going to give you an Emmy anyways.
It's like the Simpsons episode. Oh my God, Elton John, I love you. Oh, that's great. Have a Grammy.
If we ever win it, can we just give him our sports podcast award?
Hey,
just because
no.
he's Jeffrey Nordling and he coached the Mighty Ducks, Ben.
I don't care.
He earned it.
That man just smolders sex appeal and probably wins stuff all the time. I've got to hang on to my one award. No.
Our one award.
One award.
Wait, let's just explain
We
to
may
people.
not have rigged.
We
Shut
won
up.
we won no trophy for it. We got to go. Well, one of us got to go. One of us ended up having internet issues and getting cut from the ceremony. But we go on there, and then Ben made himself his own trophy, which I want one.
Well, hang on a minute. In all fairness, when I got them made, I offered you and Jared could buy one too, but neither of you took me up on it. So don't blame me.
At the time, cash was tighter than now. I'll have to make my own now.
Well, in all fairness, blame the
anyways.
Sports Podcast Awards. We got a graphic to put on social media. Thanks.
Well, we also got to see our billboard up in London, and
Personally.
was it? We never got to go. We have a nice screenshot of our billboard being played over like some freeway.
We got interviewed by some woman who hosts NFL coverage in America.
Television, yeah.
Good for her.
She doesn't have our trophy. We got the one of a kind trophy right there on Ben's cabinet.
And she's not talking about Jeffrey Nordling right now. So who's got a better life right now, us or her?
We're doing podcasting right.
I've woken
this
up
is podcast done right.
early on a Friday morning to talk about Jeffrey Nordling. That's living the dream. Screw
And
you,
you know
NFL
what?
woman.
He does this. He did this before we started talking about season 7. He would just set his alarm 6:30 in the morning. Just start talking to himself. Jeffrey Nordling, what a man. That's a man I would do right.
That's why I'm single. My women got used to, it's Friday morning and he's talking about Jeffrey Nordling. Go to sleep, Ben. No, it's Friday morning. It's Jeffrey Nordling time.
This is the last time I sleep over. I'm tired of hearing about Jeffrey Nordling at 6 in the morning.
I had enough I had enough with these women who were talking down my Jeffrey Nordling Friday morning rants. All right? No.
I was going to say you'd have longer relationships if you didn't talk about Jeffrey. I won't go there.
You go wherever you want. It's on them.
That's not the reason. Maybe it is the reason.
If they want to wake up 80 days into a marriage and go, fucking English guy, let them do it. I'm going to sit in my bed and talk to Jeffrey Nordling, love, because that's more fun to me. I'm not the one sticking my vagina in an Englishman's face. Whatever. Jeffrey Nordling. Took that too far, Ben. Move on. What a man.
Now, will No Time to Die make the top 10?
Please don't do it.
I think, Ben, you might need to teach me how to do the recording and editing because I think you're going to leave.
Oh, no.
Okay, keeping in mind, Casino Royale and No Time to Die has not come up, and Octopussy and Living Daylights just came up at number 11. Meeting you with a... He's walked off. He's walked off. He's left. He's walked. He's left. He's throwing things at the window. He's throwing cushions at the window. He's gone. He's walked. He's not going to get his rental deposit back now.
It's not even that. It's not even No Time to Die that's going to be the top 10. A View to a Kill at number 11.
Oh, Ben's got a few smashed windows at his house.
I wish I had a photo of him so I could just rip it up.
From now on, we're going to keep 100 stack of Colin photos next to our
I'm going to say the word. Colin Hilding is nothing but a massive there. Oh.
I don't want to out you, but he literally did mime the words.
I'm sending him a message in our group.
Yeah, you can see why I woke up at 8:30 and just sent him a thumbs up and I didn't respond.
Take that thumbs up back and give him a thumbs down.
Yeah, if only Meta had a thumbs down.
You know what? I can rig this. I can just put No Time to Die at the bottom on his rankings and nothing would ever, no one would even know.
Remember that time where he accidentally missed one? I'm really
Yes.
hoping that this is that time and that he just forgot to put it up.
Read the motherfucker's dumb explanation for this.
The Golden Gate view is the best image from the movie to incorporate Stacey's 100% floating on air. No mention of it being super iconic 80s action movie.
Colin's reply. I'm already not there. How much more fired that I can be?
I'm telling you, he's too cowardly to quit. He's trying to get fired. He's trying, say, A View to a Kill level fired. I love that we're on the episode messaging Colin. Where is he? Technically, he's on the episode. So,
Yep, this makes it worse. Can't even come and defend your stupid, dumb, fucking dumb. Ugh.
yeah, I think Colin has walked off an episode once, hasn't he? So now we've had multiple walk-offs. He's online. He's responding to us. Where is he? Get on the episode. Defend yourself. he always says, "Oh, well, you guys ripped into me. I wasn't there to defend me."
Then defend yourself, Hilding!
Come on the episode, Colin. It's an open invite.
Right now!
Defend yourself.
Yell at you as soon as you come on the fucking line.
You're literally messaging us right now. You're available.
Put Jamie on.
Yeah.
Not being paid levels are fine. We're not being paid either!
Put Cable on. And you have a job, Colin.
You're the only one who's got a job, Mr. Rich.
Ben got made redundant.
God. I don't even want to do this anymore. What am I up to? 15.
Ben's going to have a heart attack before we even get to...
You know, remember that episode where you told me to drop dead in the songs one? And all that? I feel your pain of how angry you got in that episode.
I'm not being as outraged because I've already had 3 hours to process it. but this is song rankings level of. Like, this is one of the worst rankings we've ever had, I think.
Like, it's posters. We shouldn't care that much. Songs, I can imagine why we get that angry. Or, like, villains. Like, that makes sense. We're very... Posters shouldn't be this angry. There's no trivia for this episode, Colin. Not that I can see.
Oh, saves us some time.
Do you want to make some up?
Yeah. So the unknown actor who ended up getting nominated for an unknown Emmy the year that this came out.
I've got one here. The underwear worn by Kiefer Sutherland is the same underwear he wore in episode 3 of season 4. Oh, did the washing that day. Good for him. The music heard in this episode is music. Oh, that's good.
It appeared in some previous episode in some random scene.
Rice and tuna is a staple lunch that more people should eat.
Don't get glasses if it's going to make your vision worse.
If you don't have a microwave, you can always steam your oats in a plastic container with some boiling water. Oh, the trivia, this is very helpful. If you are overdoing a podcast, seek professional help. Oh, okay, that's anyway.
Never associate Noah Groves with any project you're going to put online.
Don't say the word ghetto on a podcast. It may offend. Oh.
If somebody gives you a nice, expensive birthday gift, you say thank you.
Oh, I'm so angry at him. We got Emily DeRavin to say happy birthday. Can't even say the word thank you. Like,
you know what we got to do? We got to...
screw you, Noah.
Your birthday's next. We got to get Noah to put up some money to give you a cameo, and just make sure to put in there, Noah says thank you.
No, I'm going to be honest with you, Colin Hilding. Deep down, part of me every year secretly thinks I'm going to get a cameo from some celebrity. I think that Colin, that Noah, maybe even Nick Chester, somebody is going to like put in some money, go, that guy who all gave us jobs and wasted time from my children all those years ago.
He was chopped. I'm waiting on a paycheck.
Shut up. He maybe deserves a special gift one year. I think one year you said you were going to get me a body pillow of Tom Cruise, right? Okay?
Oh, you know what? Well, let's wait till you're in New York.
But the point is, one of these years I'm expecting something nice. A cameo. Dylan Walsh has cameo. I don't know who else has. Fran Drescher, I think I've talked to her. Somebody. Do I get one?
Somebody you don't know.
No. I don't. You don't even go and get isn't there like a $3 Madonna impersonator?
Why are you turning this a war on me?
It's not on you. I'm making it Noah. Like, I've never even spent that money on you, and I like you more than Noah. Like, this is a thing.
Noah slept on your very nice couch that's better than a bed that nobody wants.
We felt so bad for not saying happy birthday to this man that we made a joke out of it, and we got him a cameo from Emily DeRavin. What has he ever done for us except be racist and get us into trouble? We had a good reputation. Well, maybe not a good one. Voice is seizing up. I'm getting so worked up. I can't even talk.
Passable reputation.
We had a decent reputation until he comes along. Oh, that name's so ghetto. You see why we're ending this show?
Noah.
What was even the point of that rant? I've pumped this up enough, Eddie. I am to thank for your career. For people who don't know, I was a terrible goalie in the junior ranks of Hobart, and Eddie used to score countless goals against me. I feel it's been long enough, Eddie. I think you say thank you to me, please. You are successful because of me helping you get all these goals over the years.
Yeah, I think every little bit of belief and every little bit of confidence that you can get throughout your life sort of stacks one on top of the other, and it's sort of the building blocks and foundations of people's careers. So yeah, you can. I mean, I definitely would have got something out of that, and take solace in the fact that it was probably a very difficult skill that I had to sort of perform to beat you. So it must have been a very difficult goal to score. So
it
wasn't an easy one.
That means a lot to me. That really, solidifies my blossoming career for my first 14 years of my life in the sport of hockey.
It's a comeback season. Masters is huge nowadays, and veterans hockey and that sort of stuff. So
You know what? You know what's actually really scary, and I don't know if you feel the same, is that when I was a kid and my dad switched to veterans, I'm like, oh, God, my dad's old. He went off and played in like the national veterans competition for Tassie as a goalie, thinking, wow, old. I look back at that now, I'm probably my dad's age at what point he was then, right? And you're like, shit, what happened? How did that go by so quickly?
I think that's a social trip. That's a good one to be involved with. And if I ever do play sort of like post Kookaburra's career, it'll be in a social capacity. So those sort of things sound a bit more interesting when you don't have to focus too much about performance. You can get to go away with your mates, and that sounds pretty fun.
I'm saying you drop down to like 4th grade and play as goalie.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Finally.
Yeah, I'll do anything like that just to hang around and do something else, do something fun.
There you go, Northwest grads, 4th grade. If you're listening, Eddie Ockendon's coming to play for you after the Olympics. There you go. You're welcome.
If you pay us enough, we'll do anything. That's going to be the motto going into 2025.
Pay us, like, again, all these Patreons who are signing up now, where have you been? And if somebody right now drops a shit ton of cash and we're like, here's this amount of money that Colin and I can live off for a year, we will do nothing but podcast about Survivor for an entire year. If you are that desperate to hear these two idiots talk about a show that has moved on besides us, and we weren't even that popular 10 years ago, so come on.
Especially after Noah came on. That was the
Fucking
real
Noah.
jump.
He's too busy to join in. So, no racism on this show anymore.
That's going to entice people.
I was literally about to go, no racism on this show anymore. Happy 9/11. Not a sentence anyone should say. You don't get a greeting card. Oh, happy 9/11.
What nerve does Hassan's brother have walking around New York looking like that? 9/11.
Happy 9/11, everyone. What did you get me for 9/11? Oh, you got me a building with a plane in it. Oh, how nice.
I'm going to move on with... cut. When I saw this, I'm like, oh, isn't that kind of like that Sailor Moon thing? But then you have Scott, who's on the video game side, who's like, this is just like in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. One of them says Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and the other one says Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Which I don't know which one of them is telling the truth. I asked Casper. I wish I could get him on the episode right now to ask him. But maybe I can before this episode is over. And believe it or not, through the magic of radio, we now have Casper here. That took no time at all. In the amount of time it took him to get here, he jumped on the treadmill, hit his face on it, and he also climbed into the washing machine. And now he's lifting a 10-pound weight. Okay, Casper, come here. We have a question for you. You need to put the weights down. I asked him, can you come down and help me on my recording? He says, of course, Daddy. Casper, put the weights down. Come here. Oh, yeah, thank you for throwing it on our new hardwood floors. Okay, come here. I have a question to ask you, Casper. Casper, can you look? Okay, hold on. Yeah, no, I ask you a question. When does Sonic turn into Supersonic?
He turns into Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
It is Sonic the Hedgehog 2? Okay, thank you. One of the Scots was right. All right, you can go upstairs and play on your tablet again. Thanks for coming on the radio show. Well, I know you don't want to jump on the treadmill. You want to do Kung Fu? Okay. Why don't you go do Kung Fu upstairs with your tablet, okay? Thank you for coming, Casper. We got to wrap this up. Go back upstairs now. Casper, go back upstairs now. Casper, time to go upstairs. Hey, you're not going to get to play your tablet unless you go upstairs. Okay, no more tablet for Casper. No more tablet for Casper. All right, bye. Yeah. Okay. Just imagine what happens when he's upstairs and we're not recording. There we go. Confirmation. It was in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Thank you, Casper, for joining us.
Man, the continuity of this show. I have to talk about the epilogue, right?
Here we see him doing like every note in the bar, like, oh, I'm gonna go, oh. He's doing vocal exercises all over here. Oh. Which I'm gonna actually make this even better, because when he's doing this scene, there's maybe an explanation as to why. Now, on the commentary, listen to it. I almost couldn't recognize when it was his voice or when it was Manny or Brandon who was talking, because he's so animated and lively and everything. And he's not like, hey, I'm Carlos Bernard, everybody. But when he was filming this,
Bernard.
I am Carlos Bernard. I don't know if I'm good or bad.
I'm a man in the sheets and a man in the mud. Ryan Lochte. But they're often confused. Ryan Lochte and
Jack, your wife is dead.
Where is my wife, Michelle? Why her brains on my shirt? Bill Murray, I agree with the honest trailer of this movie. He is a sexual predator. He is...
100%.
Didn't Bill Murray get cancelled recently because he's a horrible person on set, apparently? He's a bit like Ellen DeGeneres, which I feel like that didn't really stick too well because people like Bill Murray, so they were kind of like, yeah, we want to cancel, but nah, it's Bill Murray. It's kind of like when they try to cancel, wasn't it Morgan Freeman tried to get cancelled, and everyone's like, nah, it's Morgan Freeman, we can't cancel him. So, that's why Ben Waterworth sticks around. Deep down, people like me. Not really.
We just need somebody like, I don't know, Anthony Rocky to just dare people. I want you to cancel me. I'm just going to try to get canceled and see if he can be a Bill Murray.
Now that's Colin. Everybody loves Colin. Colin's a nice guy. But anyway.
I'm a sexual predator. Cancel me.
Okay. There's a sound clip. Wow. Noah's not going to know what hit him next time when he comes on this episode. Shit. Words you never expect Colin to say. I'm going to say that to Jamie. Welcome to Ghostbusters. So anyway.
She's going to say, I did it first.
Well, Jamie is a sexual predator. Nothing's been thrown at you this episode yet.
I think it's also with Audrey, the damsel in distress. Yeah. Which there's nothing wrong with it if you've done right. Audrey was done right. Heller was the damsel in distress.
Of course she was done right. She was doing Jack.
But you don't want to go that route with Renee, especially if she's meant to be kind of the co-lead of the season.
And Tate Donovan. I'm sorry, Audrey's being done right by everyone. Come on.
Who did her right in third watch?
Bobby Cannavale.
Oh, there you go. He does everybody right.
That's a man.
Done right by Rose Byrne.
Eddie Cibrian. Two men right there. Kim, I don't know who she's doing in Grey's Anatomy, but I'm sure she's been done right in that show, and that's saying something.
Is she married in real life? Is she doing her husband right?
Wasn't she married to Ben Stiller in The Night of the Museum? That's a man there too. God. You talk about Wendy Crewson being done right. These are actresses and actors who are being done right. That's all.
This is like the new scale. It's like rare, medium rare, well done, done right.
The Kevin Bacon number. It's the done right number. List off, and again, we're not just saying because it's a woman thing. I'm sure if you listed all Kiefer Sutherland's partners too, Kiefer Sutherland's a lucky man. So
Julia Roberts.
Yes. Julia Roberts, and you're like, yes. Well, Julia Roberts did a nearly James Bond, Matthew Perry. So
I'm struggling to think about any other time that we've seen Kiefer as a leading man. He's usually just the creepy guy.
Well, he was did he do Reese Witherspoon in Freeway or whatever it was called?
No, he didn't do her. He was, I'm trying to remember.
What's the woman in Designated Survivor was in the Truman Show? We liked her.
Oh yeah, I'm trying, but I watched that John Cassar, Kiefer Sutherland, Donald Sutherland Western, the Canadian Western movie recently.
Who did he do in that?
Well, Demi Moore. That's who it was. He didn't do. He formally did in that movie. Demi Moore was like his ex. So there you go.
He formally did Demi Moore.
Formally.
Hello, Demi. I believe you've formally done Bruce Willis and Ashton Kutcher before. Would you like to do me?
Not a bad movie, by the way. Not a great movie, but not a bad movie.
It's the Oz network of movies.
Yeah,
it can be okay, but most of the time it's not so good.
If you Googled him, I guarantee you'd recognize him. He's not like a huge actor. He's not an action star or anything. But what it came down to was that Jason Lee was a skateboarder who got into acting mostly because he was friends with, I guess, Kevin Smith, and Kevin Smith cast him in a lot of his movies. But then he actually turned into primarily an actor. I'm doing what, Casper? From that? What is that? Is that you want me to open a sucker? Okay. I'm glad that we could always do this on air, guys, because I don't have the time to edit this out. Casper wants to have a double lollies lollipop. Are you going to say hi to Rocky?
Hello.
Say hi, Rocky.
Hello. I guess it's
Something about being special, yes.
Oh. Hello there, I'm Casper.
Hello
there.
Yes, you have lots to add on this. And you're playing Super Mario World Deluxe, Remy, are you? Okay. I wish that your mom was here to actually help you with this, because I can't even open this sucker. I'm a terrible father here. And Remy, why don't you try not touching things that are over there? Yeah, it's hilarious. Hey, Jamie, how's it going up there? if you listen to our best of episodes last year, you'd realize how many times this actually happens. Remy, I'd rather you not touch those weights, okay? All right, thanks. Casper, I think I almost have this. If I get this, will you go upstairs and leave me alone forever now? That's a line from Scott Pilgrim in case, you hadn't seen the movie, so you wouldn't know. Casper, hi. Yeah, you don't have to touch anything else. Hi, Jamie, how are you? I'm leaving this all in the episode so she can hear what happens. Yeah, you grab
Hello there.
Yeah, it's okay. That's great.
Everything I do.
There you go. All right, take this up to mommy. She'll finish opening it for you. Why do they make children's suckers impossible to open? This would have been over about a minute ago. Great, take that upstairs too. Remy, everybody go upstairs. Have a party up there.
Oh, I'm coming. I'll be there.
Yeah, well, I'll take over the episode. You can go finish. Do you want to say hi to Rossi while you're here too? You're going pee, okay. That's going to be in the episode. Go upstairs, Remy. Yes. You play Super Mario World Deluxe upstairs. Have you ever played Super Mario World Deluxe, Rossi?
I haven't.
You haven't? Okay. Well, you got to try it, according to Remy. Anyways, back to the thing. This actor, Jason Lee, based on the fact that he was a skateboarder turned actor, inspired Brian Lee O'Malley to write one of the X's as a skateboarder turned actor. That's why we have all the skateboarding stuff in this, if you were wondering. That is the longest bit of trivia we've ever given on this show.
This guy's been all over the news. He's going to be all over the internet.
I guarantee, like, let's put it in a real world scenario. If Zelensky, the Ukrainian president, was just in a car on the Upper West Side of New York, I guarantee you he's going to get spotted as President Zelensky, you know?
Yeah. And furthermore, if this is an hour from now, how many people are going to be like, this pop-up I just got on my browser here. Whoa. Oh, man, I saw that guy driving down in a Subaru. He was just on the corner of 3rd and 400th or whatever.
He's in a Subaru.
Definitely a Subaru. There's no way he's dead. He looked very calm in the front.
That's how he survived that crash. You know how good those airbags are in those Subarus.
This is where they missed the product placement. Subaru. Good for any crash.
Subaru, do you have a world leader that needs to survive a crash? Drive Subaru.
You get Chloe's line. It's like, nobody could ever survive that crash. And then she says, unless you're driving a Subaru.
She just turns to the camera and winks.
Ding. I agree with you on the old Jack thing. Like, I've probably been even harder than you have this season. I was like, Jack miraculously jumped to the right.
My name is Ben, and say, is your butt numb from all this vibrating? Mine is. Still, I wouldn't describe it as unpleasant.
My name is Colin, and this is a nice moment. Let's not ruin it by saying something stupid.
My name is Noah, a host of Double of 7. He said the thing.
My name is Rossi, and we're about to roll the camera. Not like a bowling ball. The camera doesn't actually roll.
My name is Ben. Ben. Just one word. Like Madonna.
My name is Colin, and I'm happy you're not white.
My name is Noah, and I'm a big worm.
My name is Jamie, and I need guns. Lots of guns.
My name is Ben, and I desperately want to make love to a schoolboy. Shut up! I had to use it.
There's no way even Ben's gonna go that far. My name is Colin, and I gotta tell you, I've been looking forward to meeting you a long time. I'm a huge fan. So far, you haven't disappointed.
My name is Noah, and
yeah. My name is Rossi, and I also dated a robot. I'm progressive too.
My name is Ben, and it's Disaster Movie Month. Disaster. Volcanoes. Lava.
My name is Colin, and I said, do you love me? And she said, no, but that's a really nice ski mask.
my name is Noah, and I forgot to knock.
My name is Jamie, and lady and gentlemen, start your engine.
My name is Ben, and he's out, I tell you. You're bloody deaf and blind, I tell you.
My name is Colin. Someone with red hair, full pouting lips, white blouse, red jacket, and a name tag.
My name is Noah, and I'm going to eat some tomato soup, something.
My name is Rossi, and Colin, you're my real favorite band.
My name is Ben, and fuck.
My name is Colin, and dun 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 dun.
My name is Noah, and I am bursting out my Davidoff poster in celebration of this 150th episode.
My name is Rossi, and you know, Colin, some people have too much chemistry. And what happens when you mix a whole bunch of chemicals, but you get an explosion? Why are we mixing chemicals on this set?
My name is Ben, and
My name is Colin, and which cracker did I take that off of?
My name is Noah, and I was really praying that Ben would say something that I could rip off because I could not think of the intro for this episode.
My name is Rossi, and I too am a sex bomb.
my name is Ben, and my intolerance of Muslims saved America.
My name is Colin, and this is Ben saying he likes Die Another Day. And this is Ben saying he eats his steaks well done. And this is Ben telling me I'm good enough for his podcast. Thanks, I appreciate it.
My name is Noah, and action.
Oh, fuck off! How is that like the one line? And my name is Ben, and cut! My name is Ben, and I have a confession to make. I'm sleeping next to a beautiful young brunette.
My name is Colin, and you shut up! You shut your mouth! I never said that!
My name is Noah, and
My name is Ace. Tom Ace. And hey, maybe I'll give you a call sometime. Your number's still 911? Alrighty then. And if I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
My name is Colin, and do you have any kids? You're lucky.
My name is Noah, and I'm back with the commentary because this was my only one I did, apparently.
My name is Ben, and I'm a vicious life-sucking bitch from which there is no escape. And my name is Ben, and I swear to God, she never told me her age. And my name is Ben, and all my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. Sing along with me, Colin. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when.
Oh no, I'll be back again.
Leaving on a jet. Look at me, Steve Buscemi with a bit of like.
Leaving on a jet plane.
Would you rather Nia Dallas or Bette Midler?
Nia Vardalos, hands down.
When Noah was when I was hanging with Noah when I was back in Tassie, we did our road trip to do this like walk with a friend I used to work with. I don't even know how it started, but somehow we started playing a game, Prince and we would name like some other famous musician. So I'd just be like Prince or Madonna, and he'd be like Prince, and you'd be like Prince or David Duchovny. And he's like, I'm not even a big Prince fan, but like everybody you're saying, like I would always choose Prince. So now I think I'm going to play Bette Midler or... Is that a new thing this year?
And Zendaya.
Bette Midler or Zendaya?
There you go. Bette Midler.
There you go. I think that's our new game for 2024. Bette Midler or pasta?
Pasta.
Yeah, true. Was it Ursula pasta? I wouldn't want any on ya.
Pasta lasagna, don't get any on ya.
Bette Midler or Madonna?
Oh, Bette Midler.
Bette Midler or Barbara Streisand?
Oh, Bette Midler.
Bette Midler or Noah? This is a great game.
I'm sorry, Noah, but Bette Midler.
Bette Midler or Ricky Schroeder? Colin has lost it.
Just seeing Ben's reaction, Ricky Schroeder.
Ah, no. I'm trying to think of somebody who would be like a line ball for you. I can only think of people you hate. Bette Midler or Survivor Karamoan?
Bette Midler.
Oh, God. We should make a board game. Bette Midler or...
Bette Midler or...
That's just our answers, and you got to guess what Ben and Colin on the Oz Network said. Bette Midler or Die Another Day?
Oh, Die Another Day. There you go. You got one.
Colin wins. Bette Midler or... Oh, we're seriously doing that every episode now. Bette Midler or Seventh Ape from the Left on Planet of the Apes. Oh, God. Did she did Memories, didn't she? That was Bette Midler. Was that Barbara Streisand?
I think so, yeah.
No, it was Bette Midler. I always get those two confused.
What's the difference?
They're both white women. They all look the same. All right, 24. So anyway.
Bette Midler or Josh Bauer?
Oh, Bette Midler. Bette Midler's poo. Bette Midler could do a massive floater. There it is. Imagine Bette Midler doing a poo. Anyway.
Bette Midler or Bette Midler's poo?
Bette Midler's poo. I gotta say. Yeah. Nicholas
Already,
Hoult.
Nicholas Hoult would have made it better.
Bette midler or Nicholas Hoult?
Oh, it's got to be Nicholas Hoult.
Oh,
Sorry, Bette.
Correct answer. Poor Bette. She'll get there eventually.
Jamie would have killed me if I didn't answer Nicholas Hoult. She's a fan.
I was going to say Jamie or Bette Midler.
Oh, Jamie and Bette Midler? Oh, there better be Jamie. Jamie or Nicholas Hoult, maybe a little bit more hesitation, but still Jamie, right? Oh, I'm not going to ask you that question. No, don't answer.
I don't know.
You can
it's
pick
tricky.
Nicholas.
I mean, Jamie's great. Don't get me wrong. If I had to choose, if you said Jamie or Colin, I'd choose Jamie. But Nicholas Hoult, I don't know.
That's a real man there. It's a boy too. It's about a boy.
True, but we're like, what's again? I created this game, so I should be asking, what's this in reference to? Like, is this just going out for a drink? I would probably go with Nicholas Hoult, but if it was like spending a weekend together doing a bunch of shit, probably Jamie, because I think Jamie would be. And I'm not just saying sexual stuff. I mean, we know that Nicholas Hoult would be better.
Let's move on.
And like, I mean,
exactly.
There's a big Bill plotline next season that we obviously very much care about. But yeah, no, I think that good call, Colin. Well done.
Thank you.
Colin Hilding or Bette Midler? Colin Hilding. Right now, at least, anyway.
And I think it's supposed to be James Morrison or Bette Midler. James Morrison. That's why, because we care.
James, our friend. He's been on this show. What has Bette ever done for us?
Good friend of the show, James Morrison. If Bette Midler ever listens to this and asks to come on the show, we can handle the episode.
I don't think we've been disparaging to Bette Midler. I mean, it's, it's not like...
We've simply picked a lot of people over her, but that's fine.
But I mean, most
She's
people
used
would.
To it, right? Yeah.
I'm sure even Bette Midler would say Bette Midler or Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult. I think Bette's a very, down-to-earth woman. I think she would accept it. So I don't think that, if we sat here with, and we know Max Dawson's getting in the show, shut the fuck up, shave your beard, you idiot. But like, whereas Bette Midler, like, she'd be like, no, I think Nicholas Hoult is better than me. Good call, Oz Network.
Yeah. Bette Midler or Fran Drescher.
Oh, Fran Drescher, come on.
Just never ending. Back to the episode here.
I don't know. Is that Play It Again, Sam, or Frankly, My Dear, I Don't Give It a Damn? Give It a Damn. Give a Damn. Is that Casablanca? Or is that...
Play It Again, Sam is Casablanca, yeah.
What's Frankly, My Dear, I Don't Give a Damn? What movie is that from?
I think it's Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind. They're all the same, aren't they?
They're both old.
They're both old movies. Bette Midler or Casablanca? I'm killing Colin. I really am killing Colin Hilding. I don't know. What would you choose? Do you like Casablanca?
I've seen it a couple times. It's a great movie. So I guess Casablanca.
Oh, Casablanca. Bette Midler or Gone with the Wind?
We're probably Gone with the Wind too. Good movie.
Oh, Bette Midler or the Emoji
Bette will
Movie?
win one of these days. Bette Midler. There we go. I will blame Noah. Just Noah Groves or Bette Midler.
Bette Midler, she's less racist.
Well played. And my name is Colin, and we're here to talk about season 6 of 24. So before you even ask, Bette Midler.
Yay!
Bette wins the round.
That's one for Bette. That's for you, Bette. That's for you. We love you, Bette. You don't blue. My rankings too are based on that speed rewatch. So basically, I ranked as I went along. That sounds wrong, Ben. We all do it. It's natural. Shut up. But it's
even Bette Midler.
Masturbation or Bette Midler? Masturbation. Sorry, Bette, but I think even you'd agree with that. Like, you're a great actress, but I mean, you know, I'm just saying, I think everybody would agree masturbating's better than Bette Midler. There's a sentence that I never thought I would say. Masturbating is better than Bette Midler.
That our next T-shirt?
Hey, you need to start writing these down, my friend, because I listen to the best of every year, and we've got a lot of T-shirts that are waiting to be produced.
We got to catch up.
Bumper sticker on the back of a car. You're driving along, you're down going to work. Oh, masturbating better than Bette. I agree. Honk if you think masturbating's Wow. We go on tangents. Well, Ben goes on tangents on this show. Whereas I just gave up on. Anyway, Manifest or Bette Midler.
Bette Midler. He's currently recording a Laserdisc commentary for, I now pronounce it, Chuck and Larry.
Apparently. Bette Midler or Tom Shadyac?
Tom Shadyac.
Correct answer. You thought I'd forgotten about that in the last couple of weeks, didn't you? No. I
the
didn't.
audience has no idea what we're talking about yet.
No, apparently not. Troy Evans is his name. Call him by his accolade. Give Troy Evans some limelight on the others. Troy Evans or Bette Midler?
Troy Evans.
Correct answer. Courtney Cox or Bette Midler?
Courtney Cox.
Yay. Monica and Dr. Ellie Sattler. There's a combination. Or Melissa. Who would you rather? Traveling around there.
Or Bette Midler.
Bette Midler or Laura Dern?
Laura Dern.
Yeah, come on. Academy Award winner Laura Dern.
Bette Midler or Dr. Harding from Jurassic Park?
Bette Midler as Dr. Harding.
There you go.
Memories.
I'll be darned.
I'll be darned, darling.
You are the wind beneath my wings. I'll be darned.
Bette Midler or the Triceratops that is sick? Triceratops that is sick.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bette Midler. Yeah, anyway.
I mean, Dennis Nedry's Hawaiian shirt or Ace Ventura's Hawaiian shirt?
Oh, Bette Midler.
No, or Bette Midler.
Probably Dennis Nedry's. That one's a pretty good one.
Yeah, I would say Nedry.
Then
I
Ace
love that
Ventura,
they sell
then
that
Bette
now,
Midler.
too. See, they sell Nedry's. I mean, Ace Ventura has never actually got its own clothing line. So Jolie Fisher, she's like from the
Junior
marriage
horse.
that the marriage that Carrie Fisher's father had.
I'm not
after
Carrie Fisher. I'm thinking.
That's Sarah Jessica Parker.
I think it's Sarah. For some reason I'm thinking Inspector Gadget, Matthew Broderick, and I went to Sarah Jessica Parker. Sorry, Carrie Fisher, you're not a horse. You're a you're a great woman.
Poor Carrie. Rest in peace.
I know. Oh, Ben.
But
Sarah Jessica Parker or Bette Midler?
Oh, Bette Midler.
I think that was one of the ones I've already done.
Down.
Oh, sorry.
We're keeping a running tally of this. We're gonna have the for and against Bette Midlers at the end of the year.
It's more of a we need to have a funny segment for the end of the year like we did last year with props of Brendan Fraser. So enjoy the compilation right now while you're listening to this at the best of. Maybe a bit small for me, but Jack Russell's a fun dog, so I like Milo.
Beagles, Jack Russells, or Bette Midler?
Beagles and Jack Russells.
There we go.
I mean, you've got a dog. I mean, I'm much more of a cat person, but I still am a dog person, and I haven't had a dog in a long time. So I've never had Bette Midler as a pet. I'm sure she would be very obedient and not pee on the floor. But sometimes you want somebody to pee on the floor and clean up after it. So Bette, you're getting old. Maybe the bladder's getting a little bit, loose. So maybe you would pee on my floor.
Ben Stein's such a good
Ben
such a good
Stein or
delivery.
Bette Midler?
Ben Stein.
Oh, what a
yeah.
man.
I just want to turn over and be like, Colin, that was fantastic.
Ben Stein is a dog. Woof, woof.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
Oh, God. I wonder if they've got to have been in a movie together, Bette Midler and Ben Stein. They're both old.
They're both old, yes.
I mean, I don't know. There wasn't a lot of, movies and stuff back in the day like there are today. So,
it's more, maybe.
It's kind of like Australian movies, like how, there's always the same actors in everything when it comes to Australian movies, right? There's that limited. I'm sure it's the same with Canada.
They were on an episode of Law and Order SVU together. I guarantee
Probably.
it.
All right, let's see here. No, they weren't. Bette Midler was in Oliver and Company with Cheech Marin, who is in Ghostbusters 2 with Ben Stein in Ghostbusters, is he? There we go.
How else does Jamie Kennedy become a star? Let's be serious.
What happened to Jamie Kennedy? Is he okay? Do we need to check in on him? I mean, he was funny for 5 minutes.
Jamie Kennedy or Bette Midler?
Jamie Kennedy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I used to love
he was
the
good in
Jamie
the Scream movies.
Bette Midler and Jim Carrey have a Bacon number of 2. So Jim Carrey was in Saturday Night Live 40th anniversary special with Fred Armisen, who was in Cats and Dogs: The Revenge of Kitty Galore with Bette Midler. So Bette Midler has been in a movie with Roger Moore. So there you go.
Midler and Roger Moore have met before. They need to meet again.
Oh, like, come on. They were in Cats and Dogs: The Revenge of Kitty Galore. When are we covering that? Hello, Bet. How are you? Nice pussy. Don't say that,
Lovely
Ben.
party.
Colin doesn't get the joke.
And if you're listening to this, I want my $850.
Bette
I know you were
Midler
gonna
or your
beg
friend?
them. Oh, Bette Midler.
Yeah.
She would have paid me. She probably doesn't like Jim Carrey, but she would have paid me at least.
And it's like, it'd be like if Avril Lavigne did a duet with Bette Midler. I don't know. Like, it's Bette Midler or Avril Lavigne. But like, here's a question without notice for Noel Gross. Jeffrey Wright or Bette Midler?
Oh, Jeffrey Wright.
Correct.
Bradley Cooper's prosthetic nose or Bette Midler?
Bette Midler.
Jeffrey Wright should have played the maestro.
Jeffrey Wright should have played the nose. Jeffrey Wright should play Bette Midler.
Honestly, he could do anything, that man.
Ghostbusters 2016.
Ghostbusters 2016 or Die Another Day?
Bette Midler.
Oh, no. She's not on the table.
Happy birthday, Noah. And what was our joke for this year? I've already forgotten. Would you rather Homer Simpson, Eric Cartman, or Bette Midler?
Bette Midler.
I agree. She's got a couple
They
check
all
marks
look
this
very
year.
similar.
It's hard to tell them apart. Yeah. Question for you. Hillary Clinton sniz or Bette Midler?
Oh, Hillary Clinton sneeze. I mean, like, come on. Like, I mean, that sneeze has had to go through a lot. All right.
30 years unused.
It helped push out Chelsea Clinton, who I had a mad crush on as a child. So there's that. I love Chelsea Clinton. I was like 10. I thought she was hot. And then also, you know, she had to deal with Bill. You know, that traitor.
Well, no, she didn't. She didn't have to deal with Bill. That's why it's so cold and dark.
But that's what I'm saying. It had to put up with a lot because it was lonely. You know, Bill's doodle wasn't lonely. Whereas Bette Midler, like, I mean, that's a woman. Her sneeze is getting a lot of action, you know? So, Bette Midler's a busy woman. I'm not saying she's like, you know, she's tasteful. She doesn't go out. She's not Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's a tasteful sniz right there.
She's not Leonardo DiCaprio just hanging around schools going, you. She's tasteful. She has a tasteful sneeze. I don't know where we're going with this. As they should. Everyone should root for Josh Hartnett.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, Josh Hartnett, his comeback is here. That movie, that M. Night. No, well, he had Oppenheimer, but that movie, the M. Night Shyamalan movie where he takes his daughter to the concert. I can't remember the name. It is, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Jamie and I watched that movie, and it is Armageddon levels of dumb. And I finished that movie, and I'm like, this may be the dumbest thing I've seen in a long time, but I love every second of it. Like, Josh Hartnett has so much fun in that movie. He is just amazing.
I didn't realize
so
that was
over
Josh
the top.
Hartnett. Oh, that makes me want to see it even more now.
He's very underrated
Him
actor.
and Ryan Phillippe, make him a buddy cop duo. Bring him back.
Yeah, let's throw a couple of those deep impact actors. Lisa Best, he'll be in there, and
Grayson McCouch.
Jason McCouch, Keith David, and
Kip Pardue,
Richard Schiff,
Stella Warren.
Kip Pardue.
Bring him back.
We want more Kip Pardue, please.
Kip Pardue. I'm gonna go to like a Donald Trump protest somewhere in New York, right? Everyone's like, boo, Donald Trump. I'm gonna stand there with a sign, "Make America Kip Pardue again."
I just said Kip Pardue. Kip Pardue.
Yeah, bring him back.
Oh, how many great actors!
He should run for president. I'd vote for Kip Pardue. I can't even vote.
Chris Klein! Remember Chris Klein?
The 2000s were a magical place of actors that we don't remember.
Oh, all the American Pie cast. Jason Biggs.
Oh, that other girl from that movie who I like, who was in American Beauty and is now not in the thing anymore.
I saw a trailer for her. Something with her in it. I'm like, is that the American? Yeah, just her.
What?
But I'm like, why is she still alive?
Didn't Jason Biggs get cancelled? Didn't he do something?
Did he?
I thought he did.
Well, are they talking about his spying, sexual harassment scene in American Pie that's basically been canceled?
Maybe. I don't know. Well, there's so many. Like, God, stop it, Kip Pardue. You had me at Kip Pardue. What's he doing?
You had me. There's a T-shirt. You had me at Kip Pardue.
What's he up to these days? I love how it's like people also search for John Hensley, aka Matt from Nip Tuck. What? What's he got to do with Kip Pardue?
We saw him in The Day After Tomorrow, didn't we?
Kip Pardue wasn't in The Day After Tomorrow, was he? No.
No. The guy, that guy you're talking about from Suits.
No, I'm talking about Nip Tuck, not Suits. You're thinking of a different thing. Kip Pardue has not acted since the direct-to-video, funnily enough, movie called Chokehold in 2019. He was in 2 episodes of NCIS Los Angeles. He was in Barbie Dreamhouse Adventures, where he played monotone male voice. Wow. Kip Pardue went from starring in blockbusters such as Driven to providing the voice in a Barbie movie called Monotone Male. Wow.
Oh, that's sad.
That's really sad. Come on,
yes,
Kip Pardue.
Kip Pardue.
I will unretire this show if Kip Pardue listens to this and says he will come on as a co-host. He's not doing much. I don't even think he's got Instagram.
We're not even mocking. Like, legitimately, I thought Kip Pardue was going to be the next big thing. Because did you ever see? You probably saw Remember the Titans as well, right?
A long time ago, but yes.
So Will Patton was in that. So good in Remember the Titans. I still say Driven is a very underrated movie, and he was great in that.
Driven is, again, a McDonald's. It's so fucking stupid as a car racing fan, but it's dumb fun.
And you look at like the villain, or whatever you want to call it, in Driven, went on to success. Why did Kip Pardue not?
Yeah, I'm literally looking at you cannot find a trace of Kip Pardue in the last 4 years. This guy has probably died. He's probably in memoriam, and we didn't even realize. Oh, that's sad.
He was fined $6,000 for sexually harassing somebody in 2019.
Why. Okay, that's why he's gone then.
Yeah. So in October 2018, it was announced that the Hermosa Beach Police Department were investigating a report of sexual misconduct filed by an actress and intimacy coordinator, Sarah Scott, who alleged she was sexually violated while at work in May by Pardue, her former co-star. But what was he doing in 2019? Oh, that Chokehold movie, probably. So he literally applied a chokehold to his intimacy coordinator, and he got charged with sexual harassment.
Yeah, and then since he's gone into hiding. Oh, he was in that movie.
Look, this is Kip Pardue. He can't afford $6,000. I don't care whether he is a sexual predator or not. Can we start a GoFundMe for Kip Pardue's $6,000 to pay off his SAG fine? He hasn't acted because he can't pay his $6,000.
Again, you get accused of sexual assault, you can become the president of the United States. So, I mean, I'm sure we can afford $6,000. Help Kip Pardue become the president of the United States.
Legitimately, he was fined $6,000 and hasn't acted since then. He's still trying to raise the money, people. Come on, throw him a bone.
No, well, don't, because that's probably what he got charged for.
Chokeholds and throwing bones.
Oh, Kip Pardue. He was in Pearl Harbor? Oh, no, that's Josh Hartnett. I'm looking at the wrong screen. Never mind.
He was in an M.I. Shyamalan movie this year? Wow, I didn't realize that was Kip Pardue.
I've still got the Josh Hartnett page open, so... Oh.
Kip Pardue in Oppenheimer. He played the bomb.
He played the bomb. I'm Kip Pardue, bomb.
Everybody putting those specialized goggles on just to stare at the beauty of Kip Pardue.
It was a beautiful man. Let's be honest. Everyone spoke English. It was like, oh yes, we don't speak. I'm not going to do a Dutch accent. I've offended enough people in this episode. But it was fascinating. It was so fascinating. But they're just doing so well in everything. The Dutch, right?
And Monopoly, like Monopoly on the color orange.
Monopoly.
I feel like other
what?
like
Hang on, what?
I think they're really good at Monopoly too.
Monopoly on the color orange. Like, I feel like they're really the only country that wears like orange as their color.
Oh,
so
right. As
easy
in
to
they've
follow
got
as well. Yeah.
I'm thinking like the
they got a
board
lock
game?
on Boardwalk and Park Place. I got all 4 railroads.
Where are you going with this? The orange? I'm like, oh, Monopoly. I get it. No, but you're right. It's
Not like Australia. When you confuse Australia with Brazil or South Africa. Like, the Dutch don't have that problem.
Two things.
If they're in orange, they're Dutch.
2 things wearing an Australian uniform during the Paris Olympics that you get stopped for. 1, do you have any pins? To answer, no, I don't have any pins. 2, Brazil. I'm like, no, not Brazil, Australia. Kangaroo, emu. Look at it there.
There was Val Kilmer and Carrie Ann Moss in Red Planet. And there was Gary Sinise and
right.
Tim Robbins in Mission to Mars.
Gary Sinise.
And Jerry O'Connell.
When did CSI New York get cancelled? Is Gary Sinise okay? Is he around? Haven't heard from him in a while, so I'm checking in.
Waiting on Lieutenant Dan, the spinoff.
28 minutes in, checking in on Gary Sinise. That's what we usually do on this podcast, isn't it? Can we just start a new podcast? Checking in with Gary Sinise.
I'm just going to Google, is Gary Sinise okay?
We ring him up every week. This week on Checking In with Gary Sinise. Hello? Hello, is that Gary Sinise? Yes, it is. Just checking in. I'm okay, Ben. Thanks, Gary Sinise. Next week on Gary Sinise, we check in with him. Is he okay? Or...
He is okay.
Okay, good. Right.
It says, has he retired from acting? They're comforted to hear, fans are comforted to hear that this compelling third act of his life, filled with giving back and devoted to service of others, doesn't preclude his continuing children, because he's basically taken on this new role about serving veterans. So that's his primary goal now, and he acts on the side.
So, in other words, did he get cancelled behind the scenes? So now he's just not acting anymore for couldn't Kevin Spacey have secretly done that? Oh, yes, I'm helping with theatre people, just not touching them this time.
That's the out for James Franco. It's like, I love our veterans. I'm devoting my life to our veterans. Try to cancel a guy who does that.
No disrespect to Gary Sinise and help the veterans, Gary. But that just seems like
a good man.
That just seems like such spin from a marketing company. Gary is looking forward to the third part of his career where he assists with veterans. Like, what happened, Gary? Why can't you get work?
This is like the canceled actor's version of like a politician kissing a baby, you know? Yeah. Oh, I'm going to go help this veteran, I don't know, like vacuum his rug and dress himself.
That's the human logic of old Rover got taken up to a farm upstate where he's looking forward to the third part of his life, living with other farmers. Who took Gary Sinise out? What happened? What did you do, Gary?
By the way, I'm watching a hockey game right now, and there's a commercial for Gorilla Glue. No, but there's a commercial for Gorilla Glue with a Gorilla Glue with like a big ape who's helping people glue their fence. I'm like, well, this is a compelling commercial. There is something about apes CGI that works.
Has Gary Sinise ever been in an ape movie?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he could be in the next Planet of the Apes.
I mean, I just watched Twister with Bill Paxton, and he was in Apollo 13 with Gary. I'm Gary Sinise. Such a cool name though, Gary. But then Sinise.
Sinise
sounds very posh, but also like sophisticated. Like you'd buy a drink for Gary Sinise. You'd go to a bar. And you'd be like, hey, what's your name? John Smith. Okay, what's your name? Colin Hilding. All right, what's your name? Gary Sinise. Oh, I'll buy you a drink. Like it just sounds sophisticated and cool. Anyway, speaking
Ben Sinise, Colin Sinise. No, we're so much better.
Noah Sinise? That sounds that doesn't sound right, does it?
That's like somebody just caught whatever David Hewlett has at the end of this movie.
It's a sneeze.
I got the Noah Sinise.
Noah Sinise. Oh, bless you. I mean, I never thought you could take the name Gary and make it sound so sophisticated. Even like Gary Oldman, what a man, but like Gary Oldman, like I mean,
yeah,
Gary Sinise, Barry Sinise. Like, that sounds cool. The name Barry is not a good name. Caesar Sinise. That sounds like
that's a great name. He has no last name. Let's just name him right now. He's Caesar Sinise.
Caesar Sinise. It sounds like a cease and desist. Like you've been given a Caesar Sinise letter.
James Franco, you have a Caesar Sinise from appearing in any future Planet of the Apes films.
And can we just get everybody right now to sing Happy Birthday to Pierce? Is this a bit weird? Does everybody want to join in? Marcus, you're really good at talking to people. Can we get everybody to sing Happy Birthday to Pierce Brosnan? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Pierce Brosnan. Happy birthday, dear The greatest Bond of all time. Happy birthday to you. 006, hooray! Hey, hip hip! I want to wake up. Yes and no. That failed miserably. Thanks, Jimmy.
Well done. Thank you.
16 variations of the joke following that.
Yeah, so they kind of let this go on a little bit with old young Sheldon guy. Then we meet Charles Dance because, you know, you've got to dance with Charles. I'd have a dance with Charles. I'd like, Charles, would you like a dance? And he'd probably be like, yes, Ben, I would like a dance. And then he would dance with me, and then we would have a good day.
I want to dance with Charles Dance.
I don't know where that came. It's just some people have their last names, and you're just like, yeah, Charles Dance. I'd have a dance with him. You know, you look at him and go, you're Charles, and I'd have a dance with you.
That's on our bucket list right now. A dance with Charles Dance.
You make a T-shirt that says, I'd dance with Charles Dance.
I want to walk the moon and dance with Charles Dance.
Yeah, I want to go on a walk-in with Christopher Walken. I want to eat bacon with Kevin Bacon. I mean, that's a standard one.
And I want to have a ball with Lucille Ball.
Oh, who wouldn't? She would have a great ball with that. I'd like to go on a cruise with Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Be a very gay cruise, but I mean, who wouldn't want to go on a cruise with Tom Cruise? I'd like to his Hemsworth. I don't know. I'd like to climb a pine with Chris Pine. That would be fun.
I want to put a wig on Kristen Wiig.
Yes, exactly. I'd go, hi, Kristen. She's like, hello, Ben. How are you? I'm good. I saw a ghost. What do you think? It's pretty good. Thanks. I've got a wig for you. Oh, how kind of you.
And she has a wig at the end of this movie. That's perfect.
I'd like to go eating with Sheena Easton. That's not that funny.
You killed it, Ben.
I'd like...
You don't think about jokes going on too long?
Hang on, there's a funny one here.
Learn your lesson from Ghostbusters.
Well, I'm going to top it by saying I'm going to go get a piercing with Pierce. Hey, Pierce. What do you...
You want to get pierced by Pierce. There you go.
Oh, that's peak. Like going on a dance with Charles Dance and then getting pierced by Pierce while on a cruise with Tom Cruise.
Oh, there we go.
Like that is, and eating bacon with Kevin Bacon. The four, all there. They're on a, you know. Anyway,
Yes, minority characters can, be mean people as well. And I like that you have kind of this very tough guy who's also a bit of a dick, who also likes a bit of dick.
Wow, Colin. He went, wow.
Where's my bit of...
Oh, sorry.
That literally came out of nowhere. That was so good.
I have too many buttons on this goddamn thing. There we go.
Oh, it's his birthday? It's gay time?
What?
When?
Why is it gay time on your birthday? Did I miss a trick a month ago?
Well, not homosexual time, gay time.
Oh, yum. Do you like the gay time ice cream? Big fan.
Now, here's the thing. I had some friends visit Australia.
Nice.
And, well, they didn't visit me.
Yeah, I've got some friends. They visited Malaysia. Cool. Telling stories.
Friends that visited, but they go to a different school. You don't know them. And I told them to get some gay times, and they fell in love, and they said, oh, we ate them every day. And then I realized I don't actually think I've ever had a gay time. So who am I to tell other people to have gay times when I haven't even gay timed myself?
I'm very bad.
And subtlety. Oh, we need to do video episodes. What am I supposed to?
All I wanted to say is I'm quite partial to a gay time from time to time. Who doesn't
all the time?
Who doesn't like waking up and going to your fridge and finding a gay time? Like it's just...
Yeah, but not all the time. Just partial some of the time.
Saturday night I'm by myself. Who's not down to have a gay time?
Let me just say, I would try it once and see how it goes.
You know what's really good about a gay time is when a gay time's in a tub, because you can get a tub of gay time.
You really get into it.
You stick your spoon, you really get deep into that gay time, and you put it in your mouth.
I think I prefer the gay time on the stick. What were we saying about subtlety?
But you're not wrong, because if I think about having a good gay time, there's a stick involved.
Exactly.
It's crunchier. There's more to put in your mouth with the stick.
And I mean, it might be a bit awkward to have a gay time, but I'd probably keep the wrapper on too.
Well, you sometimes have got to change it up. Like sometimes it's all well and good to have a gay time at home, but sometimes you like to go outside and have a gay time. And all of a sudden, like at the beach, it's a hot day. You're like, oh, let's have a gay time.
Be careful with a public gay time because you could end up on a list.
And particularly if you've got friends and they might not be open to a gay time. Maybe they're more of a splice person or a paddle pop. So,
Buffalo Bill.
There's nothing more awkward when you're inviting your friends to go to a public place and have a gay time and they're all in just wanting a splice.
Story of my life.
Me too. All I want to do is have a gay time from time to time, but they want to get their Buffalo Bills and put them in their mouth.
I will try a gay time. I think I'd rather try a gay time at home before I try the public gay time.
Well, when you come over in a couple of weeks, let's have a gay time.
We should have a gay time.
And we can ring up Colin and we can be like, Colin, look at us have a gay time.
We're having a gay time together.
Watch us have a gay time.
Yeah, we should actually have a gay time when I'm over there because I don't think I've ever had one. And are we going to have it at your house or we could have a gay time in the lift?
We could go have a with Pink, Billy Magnuson in the Citron, have a gay time with Billy Magnuson.
Go to the beach and have a gay time. We should do it.
We'll have a palmy.
In Australia. I need to have a gay time in Australia before I leave.
Well, if we don't hang out with Joanna Griggs, we can have a gay time with her or we can have a gay time with us.
Joanna Griggs might like a gay time.
Yes.
Should we explain it? Because
I really hope that people are listening to this and going, these guys are so homophobic. They're disgusting. I do not like this show anymore.
Like, I would accept the pretty gay line, but this is the last straw. That's pretty gay.
Do we not? I think we just don't tell anybody who doesn't get Australian ice creams.
Okay.
And then Colin Hilding will be listening to this.
Google golden gay time. Maybe add Australia a bit.
It's an ice cream. There is literally an ice cream in Australia called a golden gay time. So, yes. Honestly surprised it's never been PC.
I was about to say only in Australia, and even then it may change its name.
It will. I mean, they changed am I allowed to say that name of that cheese anymore? Am I allowed to say the name of those chocolate little jelly babies anymore?
That's just not.
Fake cigarettes, are we allowed to say what they used to be called?
No.
So
Don't say that.
I actually don't like that word. But yeah.
Fads, they're called now.
Honestly, like, and I'm not even saying this as a joke, I really do love gay times. They are one of my favorite ice creams. Them and splices, really, really yummy. And also just quick mention to the composer, Isaiah Seiji Isaiah. He actually only died this year. He died in February of 2024.
That's the guy with the crazy hair?
Yes.
The conductor, not the composer.
The conductor, composer.
You'll find the composer died a
Beethoven
little bit
only
before.
died.
Did Beethoven only die this year?
Live that?
The dog, right?
Breaking news: Beethoven is dead.
We're talking about the dog, right? Rest in peace, Beethoven.
Breaking news.
Franchise star Beethoven. No, the composer, conductor, whoever, the guy who was in the crazy hair, he died earlier this year.
Yeah.
That's why we get Jared on the show. Jared fact checks. If he was on interviews, we would never get anything wrong in this show.
Fact check. Like he actually was sitting there Googling, is Beethoven still
Beethoven
alive?
Beethoven's dead. Oh, okay.
Whoa.
There you go. What was the actor in the Beethoven movie? The first one? Charles
Grodin?
Charles, thank you very much. Is he still alive? Probably not. Did he compose Beethoven? I kind of went into this movie going like, am I meant to cheer for the apes? I think I am because the humans suck in this movie. They really do. So anyway, basically there's a baby, who is to blame for this movie? Guy who can't cover his mouth because he can't euthanize a baby, or James Franco? Like, I just want this movie to like end right now. Like, here's the needle, and James Franco is just like, okay, baby dead. No Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Humans sequel coming soon. Like, as a human, James Franco, I'm offended that you didn't kill this baby. Saffron Burrows is offended that you didn't kill.
She would have killed her.
Saffron Burrows would have ripped that up and pissed down its neck. All right, that's what Saffron Burrows does because she's a woman. She takes the initiative. she sees something in her hand. She goes, screw it. She was selfish. But this is the thing. I'm saying it right now with Saffron Burrows. Okay? James Franco, selfish. Alzheimer's disease. Oh, my dad's got Alzheimer's. Oh, he's John Lithgow. I'm going to save him. Saffron Burrows' dad, already dead. Doing it for humankind. Deep Blue Sea 2, Rise of the Planet of the Apes 0. Yeah! Deep Blue Sea's winning! Even you'd give that point to Deep Blue Sea. Come on.
I'm 100% behind. She's a better humanitarian than James Franco or Franklin.
Why is she
Frida
so hated
Pinto.
in that movie? Like, it annoys, really making me mad now. She's done nothing wrong in that movie, and I'm 10 minutes into this movie. Fuck you, James Franco. Get cancelled. Go fill up a 15-year-old girl, you freak. Saffron Burrows didn't fill up a 15-year-old girl. Hashtag Team Burrows.
She might have when she was a 15-year-old girl, I would assume.
I'm sure she experimented with her sexuality. That's good for her. James Franco's a 15-year-old was probably impregnating 8-year-olds. Filthy bastard. I can neither confirm nor deny that James Franco molested 8-year-olds, all right? I just want to clarify that out there right now. But Saffron Burrows didn't, because she's a woman.
We ever get back on our t-shirts, we just got to have a t-shirt of Saffron Burrows and Gary Sinise side by side. Man, woman.
I just want a dictionary entry. Like, man, just headshot of Gary Sinise. Woman, picture of Saffron Burrows. You know my Pierce Brosnan shirt where it says like Pierce Brosnan with beautiful pictures? I just want Saffron Burrows and just like pictures of Saffron Burrows. I guarantee I would be the only person on the planet to own any piece of clothing that says Saffron Burrows. Even Saffron Burrows doesn't have a t-shirt with her name on it. I'm sorry, but Saffron Burrows is the new Brendan Fraser. I'm making her a thing. She's going to win an Oscar in 5 years.
I'm not going to back
Don't
that
say it.
to the same extent. I will say she's done nothing wrong compared to James Franco in real life or fiction.
I want to see if there's what's Saffron Burrows' Kevin Bacon number. And also to Brendan Fraser, actually, and to Kevin Bacon. If Saffron Burrows is in a Kevin Bacon movie, we're stopping this right now and we're watching it.
We're going to cover that.
Saffron Burrows to Kevin Bacon. No, you've got a Kevin Bacon number of 2. Kevin Bacon was in Stir of Echoes with Jennifer Morrison, who was in Knife Fight with Saffron Burrows. What about Brendan Fraser? Surely. Not Brandy Love. Who's Brandy Love? Who cares about Brandy Love? No, Brendan Fraser was in 20 Bucks with Valentine Rodriguez, who was in Deep Blue Sea with Saffron Burrows. There.
But you know, Gary Sinise tops them all because he's got a 1.
Who's he? What Saffron Burrows and Gary Sinise together where?
No. Kevin Bacon and Gary Sinise, Apollo 15.
I mean, that's true. They should have been. I mean, Kevin Bacon replaced Gary Sinise, so that was the replacements, right? Gary Sinise was in George Wallace with Chanel Ryan, who was in Small Apartments. I'm going to watch a movie called Small Apartments with Saffron Burrows. What are you watching for 2 hours?
Gary Sinise was in Must See TV, an all-star tribute to James Burrows with Steven Weber, who was in Time Code with Saffron Burrows.
Well, Saffron Burrows was in Shrink with Ashley Greene, who was in Urge with Pierce Brosnan. I'm just trying to see any connections here to anybody. This episode won't go long. Kiefer Sutherland hasn't been in anything with Saffron. Surely someone we like has been Rene Russo? Somebody. No, nobody's been in anything with Saffron Burrows. What's going on here? Timothy Dalton?
We could do Thomas Jane, LL Cool J.
Surely they've been in something, right?
Wait, so she was in Troy, which might have the biggest cast in Hollywood history. And she wasn't in a movie with anybody important. Brian Cox was in Troy with Saffron Burrows.
Oh, see, I'm going to confirm this. You're correct, Ryan Cox, Troy, Saffron Burrows.
I still can't. This just shows how not memorable she is. Because I watched Troy to death, and I cannot for the life of me remember who she is in it.
I've just typed in Leslie Hope. I don't know why she came to me. Hello, Leslie. If you're listening, I have nothing against you. Anything with Sean Connery? Sean, Janet, sure, they're probably like in a buddy cop movie together. Yeah, I'm losing this right now. Anyway, so if you don't like it, go listen to a podcast that is better.
Cheers.
Every other podcast that is better, like, that's not ending. And like, again, like, people, I love that you're signing up to our Patreon and giving us money. I really do. Like, the $10 that you provide us a month helps us pay for our bills once a year. It's great. But seriously, where the fuck have you been the last 3 years? Like, we are ending. This is the end of this show. All right? We're not continuing. We don't even have a Reborn podcast because we yelled at them for doing that. Like, this is it. Stop giving, like, give us money until December, but don't expect there to be, like, content. I don't even check the email. I get personal emails going off of me for not providing a link because I don't check it, because I don't care anymore. I'm over it. Stop signing up. All right?
We don't want your money.
We don't want your money. Do I need to remove the ads at the front and the end of the maybe? That's my problem. I'm advertising. It takes like 4 years for it to kick into gear. Just stop it. Stop giving us money. This show's shit. All right? We don't deserve your money. We never have. We never will. All right? And welcome to our new
I don't even need to pay for my own glasses I don't need. That's how little I need your money.
This cost me $39. These glasses. That's like $36 Canadian. All right? That's like 3 Patreons paid for these glasses. All right?
That I didn't even notice. So you see, your money's not even being put to good use.
I didn't even need them. I was just walking past Specsavers and I'm like, oh, I could probably go for a new pair of glasses. It's been a while. They had someone special and I got them. All right? It's not like I'm rolling in the cash going like, Patreons. If I was, I wouldn't quit this show.
Yeah, we got 2 months to go. Imagine more people are going to sign up and harass you.
Maybe
and emails you don't look at.
Maybe, you know what it's like, right? You know, I'm sure you do it in Winnipeg, but do you have like those carpet stores that are always like, going out of business, 50% off?
Yeah.
And like they've been open for like 20 years, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe that's what is happening. Maybe it's like
everything must go.
The Oz Network's closing down. Oh no, 50% off. Like, sign up, take your money. Maybe we should have done this from the beginning. Maybe we should take over the Oz Network rebooted. Closing down. Must end.
I want to put an offer out here. If anybody wants to double what they paid for Patreon for 1 month, Ben will send you his old glasses. I'm making that offer.
I'll sign them.
Sign Ben Waterworth.
When's the only time you've ever gotten a sign? Like, I bet you don't listen to, you know, Joe Rogan, but he doesn't give you signed glasses. Like it really gives me more things to do, and I'm already stressed enough in life right now. I don't care about this podcast. I really don't care about this podcast. This show's been going on for 13 years. I'm sure when we end, I'll post a nice Instagram post on my personal account about, oh, it's been such an honor to do this podcast. Deep down, I'm going to be like, thank fuck it's over with. Seriously. Like,
never again.
You know, the torture this podcast has caused me over the years. All right, I didn't even say the word ghetto on this show. Somebody else did. And what does that fucking live with me? My camera has just fallen off.
What did you just do?
I am so angry.
I saw about. Well, I'm gonna do a play-by-play here. Ben started getting so worked up as soon as Noah, stupid things Noah says, that I saw. I think it was like a triple axle. his monitor. And now it's just popped all the way back up. Triple flip back up again. This could win you a gold medal in the Olympics. Simone Biles couldn't do that on her best day.
I literally said to Colin, do you think we could do 2 episodes in like an hour and a bit? Like, I've wasted like 20 minutes of this episode getting angry that my camera's falling down. I don't know why I'm so tired and grumpy all of a sudden. I'm just like yelling at people.
You're just stalling because you still don't know what to say in this episode.
I don't know what happened. And I can't do my usual. I don't even have a TV behind me. I can just turn it on and turn around.
I would screen share with you, but then this entire episode would just be like, no, about 10 more seconds back. No, a little bit further. No, pause. What am I looking at there?
Oh.
Okay, let's talk about that part.
I can't wait till our last ever episode of this show. Oh, it's been an honor. Thanks, everyone. Maybe, you know what I'll do to troll people, to piss people off? Our final episode, I'm going to get Greg Buis back on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Greg Bui. Back on the show to talk about anyway.
That's just early versions of what is that the coffee things The little pods you put the thing in. And
Yeah, those.
I'm trying to think what the brand name is.
Nescafe.
No, we got something else here. I can't remember. I don't drink coffee. I wouldn't know this.
George Clooney does.
Anyways, good for George Clooney. What relevance is that?
He's like the main guy in the Nescafe ads.
Oh, is he? I don't know.
Yeah.
I zone out.
Don't laugh at George Clooney like that. He worked hard to pour coffee in those ads and look attractive. What a beautiful man. He's choking on the sex appeal of George Clooney.
I'm just dying the fact that we're talking about I don't drink coffee. Like George Clooney does, and I'm like, okay.
Watch television.
Is he the only one?
I don't know. I'll ask him. I'll text him, George. You're the only one who drinks coffee. We need to talk about George Clooney more on this show. That's a new thing we need to do.
2025. It's going to be George Clooney year on the Oz Network.
George Clooney needs to be a thing. What happened to George Clooney?
We will call whatever happened to George Clooney the rebranding of the Oz Network.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad podcast title. Whatever happened to George Clooney? Did
you see that him and Brad Pitt have a new movie?
It was pretty good.
The still that they released, like the promotional still, like I think that is exactly the same image from Ocean's 11, where it was just George Clooney and Matt Damon.
Yeah,
I mean, I would love to see the movie, but
it's like
George Clooney goes out of his way to not do fun movies anymore. That's part of the problem.
Well, the other one that we barely even talk about, the new Beverly Hills Cop movie that's got Kevin Bacon in it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I seen at least the first Beverly Hills Cop. I don't know if I've seen the others, but I enjoyed it as a kid. But I don't know if I'd go out of my way to watch it. But Kevin Bacon in it, and Eddie Murphy has gotten younger. Like I swear that guy,
I know he has
gotten younger. Everyone talks about Tom Cruise getting younger. Eddie Murphy looks like a baby all of a sudden. What a man! Eddie Murphy and George Clooney together. Has that ever happened?
You do the research. I'll get back on my train of thought here.
Yeah,
I can be critical of this movie.
Colin, be critical and sexual predator people.
The sexual predator I am, I could still be critical. I think they're supposed to be critical. I don't know. I don't know the rules of being a sexual predator. I need to learn.
Personally, as a non-sexual predator myself, I think you should be critical of sexual predators. Just a personal opinion. Some people may or may not agree. Some people probably praise sexual predators. I don't know.
Like me, I praise them. Cancel me, please.
Oh, I'm so glad nobody listens to this show so we can literally not get cancelled. Like, seriously, this is why I'm, like, happy that I'm actually legitimately not famous, because as soon as I become famous, I'm cancelled within 5 minminutes because people are going to play this episode and people are going to be like, Ben's defending sexual predators. I'm not. It's sarcasm. Get with it. Just like all the
this is
7,000 jokes about me being a pedo. Guess what? Not a pedo. Haven't been caught yet. It's fine. So,
yes,
like, get the humor of this show. It will either this show's going to catch on one day and we're going to be fucking hilarious, or again cancelled, and Colin will finally get to hang out with his kids. He's like, fucking hell, I had a podcast excuse not to hang out with my kids. Why did Ben get arrested?
Oh man, we're like an hour into this. They haven't come down yet. It's almost dinner time. They should be down here by now.
Come on, Jamie. Again, Colin, sexual predator and sexist. Where's my wife and where's my dinner?
I mean, the action stuff's good, like you said. I love Bill and Chloe because they've so evolved past a boss and employee relationship where it's almost more brother sister. Well, it's almost more brother and sister with them now, because
in Tasmania we call that lovers.
He's trying to. That's right, you do. And then you give birth to your babies out of your buttholes.
Where incest babies come from. Okay, let's mark that down. That's three inappropriate things that I never should have. That's where
taken us 7 years, and we finally have our first Ben Waterworth T-shirt, which is just going to be Ben with a butthole that says, "That's where it says babies."
Just me with like a pointing, like all that.
Hey, that's where babies come from.
I know we say this a lot on this show. I know we do, and it never happens. But can you make that as a T-shirt? I will send you a photo. If you remind me, I'll send you a picture of me going, like, pointing.
Butthole. That's where incest babies come from.
Wow.
I don't know if it violates some practice and standards of T-Public, but we'll try.
It's got to be like a certain shape, right? Because of all the deformities of the incest babies. So therefore, like, the butthole is not a vagina. So, you know, it's got a shape a different way. There's a different womb in the bum for incest babies. Ben, just stop. You're doing what 24 did. You're explaining too much.
You're Tony Almeida Deathus.
Somehow that's where incest babies come from.
Somehow. This is why I forgot the guy in the first place. Because
he's an incest baby.
Sidetracked on buttholes and incest babies.
Can you message that to Jamie and say, is that where incest babies go?
She's not even seeing my messages.
Jamie, reply. We've got Donovan Bailey waiting to be told when he needs to be interviewed.
Guaranteed by next week, we will know. Tom Cochran, probably not, because I think he's actually from Lynn Lake, Manitoba. And Jamie made a Walmart order, by the way. If anybody wants to know why I'm being distracted.
Yes! Yes, finally. Oh, I've been sitting here for
Getting
hours.
some vitamin C for the kids from Walmart. Okay, Jamie. I hope
Thank you,
they enjoy the
Jamie.
vitamins.
Oh, I'm going to sleep better tonight. Phew. Oh, I'm so glad. Does he play the cube?
Sci-fi movie. No, but he plays a very David Hewlett type character stuck inside a cube.
Well, you know, he likes to be stuck inside. I would like to be stuck inside something with David Hewlett.
I want to be stuck inside a cube with David Hewlett.
I want to be stuck inside anything. I want to be stuck inside a box, a barrel, a COVID facility, an episode of Taylor Swift watches things. Dave Hewlett there make the time go by quickly.
I want to cure Alzheimer's with Saffron Burrows. I want to be trapped inside a cube with David Hewlett. I just want to be a man with Gary Sinise. That's all I want.
Imagine if you rocked up to Walmart tomorrow and you're in line and you look in front of you, like, oh, Saffron Burrows is buying her groceries. And you turn around and you're like, oh, Dave Hewlett's there. Oh, Gary Sinise. All three of them are there. You'd be like, okay. And then you would look at them and go, oh, Saffron, you're buying some grapes. And you'd be like, Dave Hewlett, you're buying some apples. And you'd be like, Gary Sinise, you're buying some bananas. And then you look at your groceries and you go, I've got some oranges. So you'd be like, who wants to come over and have some fruit salad? And you'd be like, yay! And then you'd have a great afternoon.
We got, James Franco in the back of the line, they're buying kitty porn. He's not invited.
You're like, boo!
We don't accept that type of behavior.
And then you'd be like, why the hell is Walmart selling kitty porn? But hey, they've got to, track certain audiences, I guess. But that would be a good day. Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing else to add. You can move on with the movie.
Oh, I thought you were still going. I just want to have a fruit salad with Saffron Burrows, Dave Hewlett, and Gary Sinise all of a sudden. Good night and good luck.
Oh, no, yeah, so there we go. He was in one that was nominated for Best Picture. And Argo.
Oh.
I forgot about Argo, yeah.
Okay.
Manchester by the Sea. Three of them. He's on a roll.
Sorry, Tate. Take it back.
Everything he's in is nominated for Best. You want a movie get nominated for Best Picture? Put Tate Donovan in there.
This is like, again, we talked about it last year, which can we just right now remember this time a year ago, Brendan Fraser was about to win an Oscar.
I've cracked the code. Greta, you want to get a Best Director nomination finally. Bill yourself as Tate Donovan and he'll nominate you.
I'm actually a little bit more intrigued about the fact that he was in the Aretha Franklin movie Respect, where he played famous record producer, civil rights activist, and music critic John Hammond. I may know a John Hammond more famously from a movie character. I want to see Tate Donovan going, Dr. Grant, my dear Dr. Sattler, welcome to Jurassic Park in the Jurassic World 4. Tate Donovan. I can see that. Tate Donovan in a Jurassic Park movie. I'm on board.
Play a Velociraptor.
I'm Tate Donovan. I can't do a Tate Donovan impersonation.
Tate Donovan. I said Velociraptor, not pirate.
It's a pirate Velociraptor. You know that whole thing when they were going to do super soldiers of like dinosaurs mixed with humans? Well, it's a crossover. It's like Johnny Depp.
Soon. It's like, clever girl, clever girl.
Arg, I'm going to rip your guts out. It's like, the Russians find out. Oh, that's awkward. That's unusual. Yeah, I can smell man on you. You're having sex with a real man. You're having sex with TV's Michael Shanks. Yes, I was. He's wearing...
I know that smell anywhere. That's Michael Shanks' scent.
That's a man smell. Only 5 men on this planet emit the manly smell of men, and one of them's Michael Shanks. So I always get him confused with... who was the Shield guy? Was that Michael Chiklis?
Oh, that's Chiklis, yeah.
Different. I mean, I don't get the confused with the way they look. They're both very attractive men. One's got hair, one's bald. But, like, the names are similar. in a way that they're both called Michael.
There's not a lot of Michaels in the world, so I can see where the confusion lies.
Shanks and Chicklets. That damn, all those Michaels, they look the same. Bloody hell. Michael Clark Duncan, always get him confused with Michael Shanks.
Who was the one who sang Thriller? Was that the guy from The Shield or the guy from Stargate?
Who's that guy I've got the tattoo with, one of those Formula One races? Was that Michael Clark Duncan? Hello.
I'm sure Michael Chiklis gets that all the time. Loved you in the Green Mile.
Mike Doyle. They like, hey, I love the Off the Wall album. It was great. I think we just found our first 2024 best of moment, recorded in 2023, funnily enough. Hold up.
I had a white suit. Well, not like the same as hers, but they dressed us up in like kimono style suits. Actually, the question I've been asked most is, did you get to keep the suit? And the answer is no, I didn't get to keep it.
What do they do with
it? Had like the Olympic colours on the collar. I don't know, because they were custom made.
Stingy
so actually would have
IOC.
been a cool souvenir.
Why can't you keep it? Like, unless I see someone wearing that in Paris, and I'm telling you now,
we need to share this with them, and I want it posted to me if they still have it.
Come on, Thomas. Like, that's just not good enough, I think. Like, I mean, if they've custom made it for you.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I had to send measurements and everything, and they were like really peculiar measurements. Like, it was, anyway.
The only excuse, I'm telling you now, I better see on one of those bloody barges in Paris, somebody wearing your kimono, basically. And you're going to be going, there it is. They've recycled it. And then you go, oh, good for you, IOC. You're very, environmentally friendly.
Eco-friendly.
There you go, Thomas. We'll
Excellent.
Reserve judgment.
All will be forgiven if someone wears it again.
Yeah, a couple of weeks' time for the opening ceremony. We'll reserve judgment.
I was going to mention the guy that had the 3 goals in the biathlon, but you beat it by 1, then I'm okay with that.
Yeah, three gold and a bronze, if you don't mind. Jared, anybody else to possibly mention?
Nah, you know me, I'm biased for the Dutch. You're not much if you're not Dutch, so
you're not much if you're not Dutch. Is that the national tagline of the Netherlands?
It's the opening line to the national anthem.
So, okay, I'm going to be there in August. So I've just got to walk around and just be like, you're not much if you're not Dutch. Like that's great. If that isn't there, like they need to take that. That's brilliant. Well, congratulations, Angel Dulliman. You are not much if you're not Dutch, and you are Dutch, so you're very much the athlete of the games. I'm sure she'll take that, like, very highly esteemed. You know, three golds and a bronze, but again, off the podium. I mean, is this the baby Dalebeg Smith medal? Because it's Youth Olympics.
The baby beg?
The baby beg. She wins the baby beg. Oh, baby beg medalist, Angel Dulliman. Well done.
Jack saying, I shouldn't have done that. I just hate these people. They're really playing on every Anakin Skywalker line. Because he literally has, I shouldn't have done that. And he has, I hate all of them. They're just trying to make a mannequin this episode. And I just really wanted
mannequin. I'm like, well, I don't have a Jack mannequin.
An Anakin mannequin.
An Anakin mannequin.
Anakin mannequin. But yeah, like
what's happened to my mannequin? Anakin. Who stole my mannequin?
The chosen one mannequin.
Oh, my mannequin's gone. Anakin, my mannequin. Oh God, I'm not going to miss this show.
Okay, so my issue with Halle Berry in this movie. This is going to sound very weird, but it is, I believe, a very valid complaint. She never comes back in part 4. Now, I don't think that every character in these movies needs to come back. There are places you go, like the tailor or whatever you wanted to call him. There was the tailor and the other guy when he's in Rome, right? That they don't come back. You get introduced to these characters when he travels the world. But when there is a character where you're bringing in a major star, to me, her being in this movie was the equivalent of them getting Lawrence Fishburne in the last movie. We are getting somebody that the audience is going to recognize. We're bringing them in for their name power. We're putting them in this John Wick world and mixing them up with John Wick. We're giving them a connection to him. Lawrence Fishburne comes back. Now, we got that with like Winston in the first movie, you know? We got that with Lawrence Fishburne in the second. We're getting the same thing here. In fact, if anything, she has more connection to John Wick, and we're left at a point where it's like, if we get Lawrence Fishburne back for 3 and 4, but we don't get Halle Berry back for 4, Now I look back on this movie and it just feels even more random. I'm already saying how the entire Moroccan sequence, as great as some of the action is, and there's nothing that I dislike watching in this, it just feels so episodic, so structured, so clean and like planned out. And now you've thrown this character in there that is filling the place of types of characters we get in all these movies, but she is the only one who doesn't come back. She sticks out like a sore thumb now. Does that make any sense?
I disagree because I like I said, I don't mind her in this movie, but I am not going to complain if they don't bring her back.
But think about
and what else would they do with her?
What else would they do with Lawrence Fishburne after the second movie?
It doesn't
and
matter.
Now we will end off this movie, and
no, Colin. You cannot put Lawrence Fishburne in the same ballpark as Halle Berry.
No, but
that
here's
is like
here's
almost
the,
like sacrilegious.
no, but here's the thing. I am making my argument because I am the type of person like you who's like, I could care less about Halle Berry. She sucks, right? But I am removing my personal opinion from this and looking at this just from the point of view as a fan of this franchise. Her character is introduced and used in the same way as other characters and being a star that is coming in who always come back, and she does not come back, and it just doesn't make sense.
She's also just a woman. She's just a woman.
Is that? Wait, the female voice on this podcast, she's just a woman?
No, listen, no, I'm not saying because man, woman. That's not what I mean. She's just a person. Put it that way. She's not like the boss of some organization.
She's
like
the Winston of Morocco, and Winston is the second lead character in this franchise. And one of those characters, like I'm saying, that get introduced where they're like, we have to bring them back for the sequel because this is our big star in a role connected to John Wick. And we bring Winston back after the first, the second. We bring Lawrence Fishburne for the second and third. We bring Halle Berry in filling that exact same role that Winston and the Bowery King have, but we don't bring her back for the fourth. It just
but there's been other type of hotel bosses or whatever that they've had,
but
come on.
not ones that have
famous.
not ones that have a backstory connected to John Wick. We see Angelica Houston again. We don't see Halle Berry again. She is the only character that fits this character type that is a one and done. And because she has a connection to John Wick, it just doesn't make sense.
Let's be honest. She's not worth it, Colin.
Well, again, I'm not a Halle Berry fan. This is why I feel so dumb that I'm defending her. I'm getting frustrated at her presence in this movie in retrospect because I feel like they did this wrong by not bringing her back. And maybe she just didn't want to come back. Whatever it is, it still when you look back on this movie after watching 4, all this Morocco stuff sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm going to move on because I've talked way too long about Halle Berry. I think I had in my contract I was never allowed to talk about it. And if Ben ever hears this episode, he is going to be creating sound bites of me defending Halle Berry, and somehow make that part die another day.
Why are you just still defending this lady? It doesn't matter what role is given to her generally. She sucks at it. Like even the X-Men.
She does.
Oh my gosh! Like what was that line that she has? Like what happens to a frog when it gets struck by lightning?
A toad, yeah.
Same thing that happens to everything else.
Yeah.
It's like what does like it's supposed to be some clever line, and it's like
it is one of the worst lines ever.
Well, it's just like something like regular that somebody would say, like, "What do you put on toast? You put butter." Like, it's like, okay,
and
she
peanut
sucks.
Butter.
She sucks.
She does, but you said it yourself. She's good in this movie.
She wasn't too terrible in Swordfish.
Well, so I was actually about to say, looking through her filmography, movies that she sucks in, like seriously sucks in. Let's start with X-Men. Yes, she sucks in them. Catwoman, horrible. Die Another Day, horrible. I'm looking through here trying to find anything else that I care about. Cloud Atlas, I never made it. She was apparently various characters in that. I never finished that movie. It is so hard for me. It is so hard to get through. She was in The Kingsman, The Golden Circle. I don't remember her in that movie. Moonfall, remember that movie? Moonfall? I
never watched that one.
No, you did. That was the Roland Emmerich movie. It had Patrick Wilson in it. It was astronaut. It was basically like Independence Day, but they go to the moon and there's artificial intelligence on the moon.
I don't remember anything about it, so maybe I tried to block it out mentally.
Yeah, honestly, the Swordfish, this, and what was that movie where she was a 911 operator? I'm trying to find The Call. 3 movies that Halle Berry's in where I could really tolerate her. And there's that horror movie coming out, Never Let Go, that she's in that did look pretty good. So
I mean, I'll watch it because I love horror movies. It's like my favorite genre for movies.
But your favorite genre?
My favorite.
Anyways, we really got to move on from Halle Berry.
My throat and my lips kind of hurt. I'm not sure why. I hope I'm not getting sick.
Do your lips usually get hurt when you get sick? A lot of people are like, oh, I got a stuffed up nose. I'm sneezing. My lips hurt. I think I'm coming down with COVID.
No, I remember when we were away at the cottage, I told you, I said I bit my lip really hard. It's still a really big bump on the inside because I keep biting it.
Right, but you put it into the context of, oh, my lips hurt. I hope I'm not getting sick.
Whatever. I'm not. They were 2 separate things, but it's not making it easier for me to talk when I have a big bump on the inside of my lip because I bit myself so hard and I keep chewing on it.
Anyways, let me move on. I stand by my point. This character and characters like this in the John Wick universe always come back, and to not have her back, I don't care what the reasoning is. Even if she said, oh, I hated making the movie, I know whatever the reasoning is, they should not have introduced this character in this way if they didn't have a plan to bring her back. I'm going to try to breeze.
I got 3 words for you.
What?
I got 3 words for you. Let it go. Let it go.
That was just me. Halle Berry sucks, but not always. Never seen Taxi. I've since seen Taxi. Have you ever had a chance to see Taxi since?
No, I always, for some reason.
Why did I just get tape thrown at my shoulder?
This is like the 3rd time we've been doing this, and Jamie's just throwing.
Thank you. For once, it didn't hurt as bad as everything else you throw me. What do you need?
I'm making supper. It shouldn't take me long to make. Do you want me to bring it down? Are you gonna leave?
I'll wait till I'm done. Thank you. I don't want you throwing my supper at me to get my attention.
Wow. You know what I did the best of last year, and there was the second bit where you love you too.
I'm not abused.
I'm not abused. I've got evidence. This is the 3rd time.
And it's on video.
I feel like I need to call it.
Going to court.
When I did the best of last year, one of the times you got thrown off, I forgot that earlier in the year you had something thrown at you. Like you threw Mr. Potato Head at me or something like that.
That's like Rossi was telling me we were recording the other day. It's like, oh, I was just listening to the episode where all the kids came down and interrupted an episode. I'm like, which time?
Which
and
one?
What did I get thrown at me? He goes, oh, that's right. You got stuff thrown at you in another one that I heard.
That's why I miss being in a relationship, just getting shit thrown at me, apparently. I mean, you and I met through this show. You know, I met everybody who I associate in my life, basically, I met through this show in some form or another. So it's been a big deal. But yeah, I just want to take this opportunity to thank everybody, not just for the Oz Network, Survivor Oz, any one of our co-hosts, any one of our guests, except for one co-host, she can get fucked.
Well,
guests. Oh, wow. Colin went there. Well done. He just got the joke of the Oz Network and probably the last ever best of moment for the end of year. Solid joke. Well done, Colin. I don't even.
The crapshoot how Ben's going to respond to those jokes.
You ruined the moment. You took away from it. You do your thank yous. I don't even know what to say anymore. Wow.
There was and I won't name names, there was a co-host of ours on this very program whose brother apparently pooed in the cat litter box at their house.
Well, that's different. I've never pooped in a litter box. This is a bathroom setup that helps the earth.
I want to know at what point did his brother just go, look, I just can't make it to the toilet. I mean, there's a litter box right there.
Air bubbles. Flip over a table. This isn't Desperate Housewives. Like, what is this?
Hey,
I'm
Desperate Housewives did lots of things better than this. That's offensive, Colin Hilding.
Oh, what am I thinking? Real Housewives. That's what I'm thinking
There
about.
you go.
Women can produce Bond. They're just not allowed to direct it. Until Barbara Broccoli just decides to do it herself and just has another film of Daniel Craig shirtless.
Go away, Greta Gerwig. You can't have a Bond movie. No.
Barbara Broccoli's art house naked Daniel Craig film is coming soon.
I'd watch it.
So yeah, Chris, not producer Chris Moon, but Chris Moon.
They really have linked
amputee.
him. They have linked him to produce American music producer and record engineer Chris Moon, who discovered Prince. Good for him. Survived a landmine as well.
The complication is he's now just the artist formerly known as Chris Moon, and Wikipedia didn't know what to do with that.
All right. The big cat. Tigers. West Tigers.
Correct.
Yes. Did it? How much do I win?
You win a free ticket to the NRL tomorrow.
What about a free hamburger for tea?
Oh, I'll even cook it for you.
Oh,
and I'll tell you what, not only will I cook you potato, I'll cook you sweet potato.
Oh, beautiful. Dominated it.
It's things like, this should not be funny. Like a kid falling down, not a cliff, but like a rock face, tumbling or like falling into the pool or stuff like that. It's all funny. Dogs running in the air and clipping a kid.
It's all well and good for someone like me to follow that who doesn't have children, but Colin has children. Like, children getting hurt.
Lazenby calling up Centrelink. Can you spell that? Can you spell that for me?
He would call up Centrelink.
Camesbond.
I saw him there recently.
If there's any fun that would be on Centrelink.
It's always the nose plugs for me that just every time.
I know.
I'm just like, what?
But then you add to that the wide eyes, and it's like, I have had nightmares where I have shocked myself awake and soiled and wet myself from watching this. But I can't turn away, right?
You are going to see it and you're going to weirdly enjoy it.
I mean, I think I'm going to enjoy it no matter what. I just don't really understand why Back to the Future needs to be a musical.
Because we're going back in time, la 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 la, back in time.
Do you remember the character you played in ER?
That was my first job ever. First job ever was that.
Really?
Yeah,
was that your... Oh, wow. Where you got an erection, if I'm not mistaken, when somebody was like giving you an exam. Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
You have one right now. You're being so simple with it. Like, yes, I get what your argument, but you're just like, oh no, I don't really like this, but I guess it's about this. So
the beginning of this episode, you're like, I'm going to pull you up on this criteria, but now you're like, no, I don't like this criteria. You're being too simple.
Hope I have a pulse and a bit of a rush one day. Be nice. That joke failed. Move on. All right. So, cauldron or speeches.
Where's the sound effect? Come on.
There we go. That one. That's the, yeah.
I can't even get the sound effects right. I blame it on the illness.
That was your very first overseas trip from memory, was it not?
Well,
you went. Didn't you record in like where the Beatles recorded or something, or?
Not the Beatles.
Wonderwall or Oasis?
The Verve.
The Verve. Oh, one of those bands.
It's not quite the Beatles.
Often confused. The Verve and the Beatles. Was they
not
Bitter
Abbey Road?
There's some stuff in this movie that's like, whoa, okay, that's very adult. Like when she literally says, "I want you inside me."
Yeah.
Now even Colin, I think, gets that reference. I'm like, you would have been 3 when you watched this movie. Like, Mummy, what does that? Don't ask your mum. Daddy, what does that mean? Well, Colin, if you listen to Meatloaf's Paradise by the Dashboard Lights, you'll understand what Mummy was up to in the 70s.
It did not show what I just saw then.
Kids these days don't know the trouble that you had to do to see a bit of tit back in the day.
And you didn't even see it. That's the thing.
You had to pause it. The VHS wouldn't properly stop. You had a shitty black and white TV, one with a big projector back.
After an hour of trying, you didn't even see anything.
All you wanted to see was a bit of nip.
Now, we saw the full mango tree.
I can literally Google this right now. Type into Google Ursula Andress tits. And yeah.
Not that you would.
Not that I haven't. The beauty of the mascot for the Paralympics is that it was still Frege, but Frege with a blade leg. So, just don't go shooting any partners through a door. Anyway.
Oh.
No? That's too far?
Look out, glitter Frege.
Keep sucking those oranges, Hobart or Sydney.
Keep sucking those oranges, New York.
Keep sucking those oranges, Hobart. Keep sucking those oranges, Uluru. Keep sucking those oranges, Hobart. Keep sucking those oranges. The one show I have a proper closing and I still fuck it up. Keep sucking those oranges, Hobart, Sydney, Cargill, Victoria, York City, and good night.